Hello, 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 and we are back today with the first game of playoffs. I'm here today with Shane or Smurfy. Say hello. So enthusiastic, guys. We're so happy to be here. Kill me now.
Hold on, we're back on.
Do that again.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the 5GT tournament playoffs. We're your hosts. We're your hosts and casters.
Clowns.
Kate and Whiffy and
Okay.
Smurfy, and we are happy to bring you today this clash of the titans in the upper bracket round one. That is the very important people of the Benelux region, in the form of Benelux VIP, headed by Bolton and Co. And they'll face off against the United Kingdom. Ooh, put myself in a tricky spot.
The European team. Oh, it's not really though, because they have an African apparently.
They have an African village or a Spanish. So they're collectively a UK team, the UK team of AGM. We still don't know what it means, so drop on Twitter or something.
Oh God. We've been.
Here's the challenge for chat today. Come up with the best meaning for the abbreviation AGM, because it can't mean annual general. So we're about to get underway, but before that, I think we have to look at the map we go for today. Obviously.
Map here. We're on lineups. I can't lie.
We're on lineups, okay. So
Yeah.
I can't actually see the lineups, so
Well, with Benelux VIP, we are looking at Boltan, Ilias, Glittergunner, R6, Dokkan, and Quavery. And if you want to...
hold on.
Oh.
Continue.
Say it again?
I said continue, sorry.
Okay, no worries. Would you be able to switch that over to the other one? I can't lie. Perfect. And then that's the same lineup. There we go. And on the AGM, we have Ollie, Andre, Spencer, Cheeky, and Gremmy. I believe that is Cheeky. I would like to know if it's not. Otherwise, I'm holding a complete and utter... Well, I don't know. I'm losing it.
I think so.
Yeah, I want to say so.
He's Spanish, so I
Yeah, Cheeky's in hand cams, so that makes sense. So yeah, we've seen roster changes from both teams, as I believe Andre was actually on AGM but hadn't played. We're seeing Gremmy and Spencer come in for AGM, and we're seeing Dokkan and Ilias from 7 AM play for Benelux or BNL VIP. So it's going to be interesting to see what changes, what these changes indeed do, and whether they affect the teams that drastically. If we go ahead and look at map bans here, Shane. First map seems to be Chalet.
Yep, going to Chalet first. Obviously, first game in the tournament in the best of 3 format. Due to the 9-map map pool, we've had to do things slightly differently than you'd be probably familiar with. Now we go with ban. So both teams will ban, and then they'll both pick a map, and then they'll continue to ban to come up with a decider. So there's only a ban per team, only 2 bans on the table before the maps are picked. So that leaves the map pool quite wide open. We have an opportunity to see a lot of different maps. Kind of half the case, half not with this current selection. We're going to Chalet first. The map we've seen quite a bit. And then I think we're heading to Border afterwards. And if necessary, then we'll start with Score on Oran. So with the new teams, the new rosters, particularly on the side of Benelux, we'll have to see. Obviously, these maps do require, when we played at this level, do require quite a lot of coordination. So we'll see, we know both teams are chock full of players of very high quality, but we'll have to see, can they gel together quite quickly. Obviously, this is the first game after the roster change window, and both teams have utilised that to the best of its ability. So we'll see how much they have benefited or suffered as a result.
Agreed. It will be intriguing to see which team's dynamic comes out on top. Obviously, as most of you have seen on Twitter, Gen have sort of disbanded, but they've managed to keep enough players to make the lineup feasible. But AGM have also had a couple internal issues with, I believe, Bugley being one player, jump ship to play for 5TG. which has caused a bit of turmoil. So it will be intriguing to see exactly what both teams here. They have a point to prove, so I want to see what that point is. Indeed, give me 2 seconds, Shane. I'm just going to grab a drink and then we'll get going.
Go for it. Yeah, so just an interesting point to note with regards to the 3 maps. Obviously, we're going to Chalet first. Due to our wonderful analyst who is part of the Wikipedia team, Okie Dokie, who quite gracefully offered his services to us. For that we thank him. But as a result of that, we do have some statistics in regards to map and operator bans. Chalet, it's been played 6 times across the tournament out of 30-something games. And in those 6 games, within the games, it's been 60% in favour of the attackers, round-wise, so 60-40 split. Obviously, Benelux are starting on the attack, so that might just give them a little bit of a leg up, a little bit of a head start, shall we say, obviously with their roster being slightly more reformed than AGM's in the transfer window. Obviously a lot of new pickups, a lot of shuffling, so hopefully they'll be able to use that to their advantage. And then when we move on to when we move on to Border is even more attacker favoured, but we will see AGM start on the attack on map 2. So obviously it's been played a lot less, so the sample size is obviously quite a lot smaller. So we'll see, are those results skewed or is it a fair representation? And then obviously we go to Oregon, if required, if there's 1-1 after the second map, and Oregon is about as close as you can get, about 48% to 52% in favour of the defenders. So, Caithan, I believe
I am here, yeah.
We're just waiting for confirmation from the match.
Yeah, I believe it's ready to go, no? Yeah, everybody's ready in the lobby. I believe we're ready.
Okay. So, predictions, Caithan, before we begin.
I'm going to say AGM take it. It might go to all 3 maps, but I think AGM take it 2-1. I think AGM take it 2-1.
I think that's fair. Obviously, I was just saying there, I don't know if you heard.
I'm going to go ahead and start, by the way.
Attacker favoured. Yeah, go for it. Chalet quite attacker favoured, and Border both being quite attacker favoured, so we'll see how it shapes up.
Oh, fuck, hold on. My game's bloody loud. Give me 2 seconds.
It's very quiet for me, interestingly enough.
You're going to have to turn up the volume of my screen share, can't I?
Have done.
Safe. There we go. In-game. There we go. Oh, there's a problem. Sorted. I've moved my mic closer, by the way.
Fans, this is kind of my forte. Yes, I don't know what we're going to see here. I think we can expect a Thatcher ban, as is usually customary.
And there indeed. There indeed it is.
Yeah, in terms of this, I think we should see something, hopefully see something spicy.
Flores, maybe.
Maybe Flores ban, or a 0 ban. Would be interesting. Just something a little bit different, but I think Jackal will be the obvious choice here.
Could be. I mean, it depends. This is what AGM. No, this is BNL's ban right now. So it'll be Nomad. Indeed, they play 0 heavily on this map, I believe. So that's probably quite a good ban. And I do believe also that AGM don't play that much 0 from what I remember. So I think that could be a very big map ban for them. In terms of the fact that they do it mostly on Chalet. Probably talked about it and realised, well, hey, we played 0. Why don't we just get rid of the Nomad? We do see a Cade come out, so both Wind Bastion operators are eliminated from this map. Probably quite a strong ban there. Yeah,
but bog standard, you know, there's not. It's kind of, we expect to see it nowadays. Cade brings so much utility with his electric claws and his DC gun and a mute ban. Interesting to see. So probably trying to deny some of the intel, possibly a counter ban to the. Expecting that they might see a 0 or some other type of intel operator from the side of the attackers. Whether that's the case, we'll have to see. But I think it might just be a lot more with side control.
I've just clocked in my head. 7am didn't target ban. Not 7am, sorry. I read Dokkan's name. VIP didn't target ban AGM because I just realised in my head, I'm almost certain Mozzie and Thunderbird and even Valk were all ran when available from AGM. Are you having problems there, by the way?
No, I think we're all good here.
I bet. Your mic's slightly raised in volume.
Yeah, have done that intentionally. So.
Can't hear the second caster.
I think we should be all okay.
Wait, speaker tech?
Yeah, test.
Yeah,
One,
you,
two,
you
one,
should
two.
be able to hear him. You should, you
Yeah,
should be able
okay.
to hear him.
We may have to just open the ears a little bit, you know? That's sometimes necessary.
Nevertheless, I
It
believe
could be
it's,
just me though, I've been told it was a bit quiet, so hopefully we fix that problem.
this is a pretty default hold here. Spencer has missed a drone though. Dokkan would have spotted him lurking on the basement here. And it does look like BNL are going to be shaping up for a library take. I think Spencer might have anticipated this though. And Andre and him are going to work together to try and slow them down.
Now, have we got a Valcam around the library area? Spencer could be looking for a C4 here on the Bolton.
I believe there might be. Oh, that was close. Spencer will indeed find the first pick of the game though onto Ilias. That's the twitch down and out. That's a very big misplay there from Ilias. Andre is going to rotate up the main stairs as well to try and work with this Valkyrie. But Grammy has found Glitter Gunner, which is a very big pick indeed. That's the Zoph. So that's both the entries down for the side of BNL VIP. And it does look like the IQ's got a lot to do here on this library Valk. Almost finding the Mozzie, and will indeed find the Mozzie. That's a nice shot there. But the Thunderbird of Cheeky will be located in here, but will get found himself. That's now a double kill on the round, equalizing it out. But IQ will get swung by the Valkyrie and almost find the kill.
Almost.
But just not quite. Spencer will fall off. He will try and C4 a hard floor, but that could get two big picks. No, it only gets the down, but gets traded by Dokkan. Now it's a 2v2. Shane, this round is being a flurry of kills so far.
Yeah, it's all concentrated around that library area. It's just pick, and we love to see it. And there's another. Oh, dear me. All to do for Dokkan. Now, he does have Diffuser in hand, so that will save him one job that he may have to do in a different timeline. 2 drones in hand as well, so I would say Dokkan's actually in pretty good space here, but he is just going to try brute force his way into the site. Very due to success, but I think Dokkan just needs to take his time here. He's got plenty of it. Minute 15 on the clock, both drones in hand, and the case in pocket, so obviously those Selma charges are going to make life a bit easier for him. And there's one pick.
He will indeed find the first pick, Shane. It's now all onto the smoke of Ollie. They do, I think, have some form of intel, though. Dokkan knows he's swinging out. Ollie is stuck between a rock and a hard place here. And he is going to be yellow pinged by the drone that they have top library, I believe. And now the ace is covering his flank back. So Ollie is going to be yellow pinged to fuck here. And he will really not have a whole lot of ways to go. They do have intel on Dokkan now. And it's going to be a bit of a standoff here. Like an old Mexican standoff, as we do see the Valkyries pinging Dokkan. Ollie knows he's planting. Is he going to... Yeah, he is indeed going to sprint right towards the planter. But is Dokkan going to be able to get the plant off? Yes, he is. I don't know if he knows that Ollie is rotating the bathroom. Ollie will miss a couple shots, though. Can Dokkan clutch this out? This will be huge for him. Ollie will rotate into the closet. He will fire out his entire mag. He has the shotgun out, ready to roll. And he downs the ace, and he does clutch it up. That is the first round on the board for AGM there, Shane.
Yeah, there's no problem that can't be solved with buckshot. I don't think so, so... Yeah, that was... Look, he couldn't have done much more in that position, Dokkan. He was left in a tricky spot. Did well to kind of get the plant down. And obviously then there was just too many angles. And Smoke could just breeze his way through the site which had been set up by the defenders specifically for that purpose. So, yeah, look, the flurry of kills, I think there seemed to be a lack of intel. For the side of Benelux, and obviously not spotting that guy below, or maybe they didn't know he was there and just failed to recognize he was so close to the window as they tried to knock him out of there. But I think going forward, look, it was a trade 1-for-1 essentially through the entire round. So if Benelux can just tighten up that entry, the initial entry a little bit more, I think they'll leave themselves in pretty good shape. In a round like that, but we see now as they go to Bar Gaming, I believe. Yeah, sorry. That's tricky right. Sometimes that.
Yeah, no, it's difficult, especially when you're not controlling it. But nevertheless, we will see a mirror come out here from Spencer. Mirror is probably strongest on this site, on this map, as it does allow very, very long angles indeed to open up onto Ivy Hallway here, and also a bit of main lobby with the mirror being located up top. As well, means that they can't really enter from piano either. So it is a very strong site for mirror. We will see, I believe, a master, yes, indeed, a master solar push for the side of, I almost said RDMP there, fuck's sake, Andre. Why you got to do me like that? Dutch on Dutch action here, though, as we see Andre holding the trophy window. And he's going to find the kill onto Glitter Gunner. That's the Finko down and out. Very nice pick there for the Mozzie. But he is going to be in a pretty difficult spot here. He might just miss the 0, yet he almost loses his life there. And it is going to be very difficult for him to get out of this one in one piece. We see all of VIP focusing on him. He will indeed just sprint away into kitchen and will be allowed to actually rotate away.
Yeah, that's poor from Benelux to let him away in that situation, especially when they had that guy in solar denying the flank away and the guy on the window, guy in the drone hole. To let him get away there is a missed opportunity, I think, to take Andre off the board. And we'll see now. Obviously, his utility is mainly dispensed as Mozzie. Those pests tend to be set up beforehand. But still, it's another gun on the board, and now he is doing a bit of drone work himself down below. So, yeah, poor there from Benelux.
We do see the Flores drone though clear out the Thorn from the clear out the Thorn shields, should I say, on the top library stairs. So it's going to be a difficult position for him to play. So he's going to just fall back. The Frost has had to forfeit the mirror almost. There's a lot of drone work here going on from the VIPs. And he is indeed going to still be located in the library, but is playing on a sort of off angle here. We do see Gremmy opting for the flank here on West Main. That could be a very big power play indeed. But if the Frost gets... oh, and indeed he does. I was about to say if the Frost doesn't get pressured here, this could be a bit of a stall here for VIPs. But nevertheless, very big pick there for Ilias. But we will see Gremmy allowed to rotate up. Now, whether or not they know, and yes, indeed they do. That's a big pick there. But Ollie will instantly refrag onto Boltan here, making it a 3v3. But he's pretty much stuck here on main lobby stairs if held correctly. But no, he will indeed be allowed to rotate under due to the fact that I think the player went on the drone there. Andre still located in mud as well. That's a very good cross indeed to hold. And this is going to start to open up a little bit more now for AGM as it comes in the last 30 seconds. And they have to hold only a couple of angles here to prevent site entry. But that Flores drone will indeed make playing the mirror in that closet almost impossible for a good 5 seconds. But they haven't really acted on it. So that's not really done a whole lot. But the Mozzie will get found in mud room now. And it's all left to Ilias. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry, it's all left to Spencer as his teammate Ollie has been found. And he will get found. I think that's a triple kill on the round for the Twitch. That's a great round from him as he just dropped the site and fried him out.
Yeah, it was a nice execute there in the last kind of 10-15 seconds. Benelux found the picks that they kind of missed at the initial part of the round. They found the picks when they counted and forced the mirror off that power position, and then it was easy pickings from there, unable to hold the cross, or unable to hold two angles at once, and died at the hand of I think it was Twitch got the final kill, I could be wrong. But yeah, again, we saw Benelux lose one early. It appeared to be a lack of intel, which is something we did see in the first round, possibly, unless I'm incorrect.
Oops, sorry.
But much sharper than kind of working together on that clear. They didn't trade 1-for-1 this time. It was more of got to that 3v3 situation and then snowballed from there into the 3v1 or 2v1, whichever it was. But yeah, slightly clean around there from Benelux. So hopefully we can, or hopefully for their sakes, they can continue to do it.
Yeah, I do believe that Glitter Gunner has just not had a very good start to the game. I believe he'll probably warm up, but I don't think the Mozzie will be able to find the pick so early this time. And instead, not opting for a Mozzie this time, but instead, I believe, opting for a Valk, which I don't think they had, or a Thunderbird. It was one of the two they didn't have last time. But Spencer and Ollie seem to have slightly shifted, as Ollie was on the Thorn, top library, instead now on the Mirror, and Spencer's opted to the Jaeger. He will be located in Dining Hallway here, and considering where the Mozzie was playing last time, they already knew about it, the side of VIP, so he will have to run back immediately and just try and go get those heals. But it was very good of him that he did that. It does give up the map control to VIP pretty instantaneously. However, does get away with his life and can heal up straight to full HP. We do see Andre providing some piano presence right now just to make sure that he can just shoot drones and fall back, which indeed he does. Him and Spencer working together to make sure that the VIPs can't take all of the map so quickly. But we are going to see a bit of a different push here, as I think Boltan is going to hold the Ivy hallway flank for most of the round. Would you say Spencer, again, opting for those heals after he's getting shot a bit, trading back? He's just wasting the enemy bullets at this time, at this point, Shane, and just getting back some heals.
Exactly. There's just taking the shots, falling back. similar enough to
The tank roll.
just wasting time, really. Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Playing a bit of
Uh-oh.
play. We see the Prep C4 here from the side of Benelux as well, or not Benelux, sorry, AGM, and it gets one. Yeah, I didn't expect that to work, to be honest. It was unusual, but just caught, I think, the player inside the half wall in the office upstairs.
I believe it did, yes. It does also off screen. We saw Spencer get found, and Gremmy now gets found as well by Boltan holding the IB flank up. This seems to be working a lot better here for VIP, as it does look like Ollie has rotated up to top library stairs where he was originally last round, just with a different operator. He is going to opt to rotate back down. He might challenge Boltan here, and indeed he does. Oh, what a shot there from Ollie. That's a huge shot there. And Frost gets one onto Ilias. Will he find the second onto the ace? He will fall back, trying to waste as much time as possible. He will still lurk in library. We do see Ollie here located in the power position that Boltan was so early on in the round. So this is actually looking like AGM have retaken control of this round as it was going so against them. And I do believe they have found Ollie now, but they are red pinging, and that gets one, and he gets the second. What a triple kill on the round for the mirror. Beautiful gunplay there.
Yeah, Ollie really took control of that round, finding the pick on the I believe it was the zero, holding the cross into Ivy hole, and then taking that power position for himself, obviously, and denying then the lobby push. And had they come down blue stairs, he would have had that on lock as well. So really good play there by the mirror of Ollie. He just took back map control as Benelux attempted to take it. Holding the key position is obviously going to make it very difficult, but not much you can do there. He just hit some nice shots, particularly onto the man in dining. So whatever you say about the lobby, the two gunfights in the lobby, there's not much you could do about the lovely shot we saw.
Oh, agreed. That was a very, very cheeky shot. Indeed. Glitter Gunner still unfortunate last round, I believe, with that C4, but he's not finding any impact at all yet on the entry frag, and it is just not going for him right now. But it does look like this is going to be quite a close matchup. All 3 rounds have been pretty close so far. So we could be staring down the barrel, potentially of an OT, even though we're only 4 rounds in.
Yeah, I think this could be. I think this round will be quite pivotal, because if AGM can take this round, then they will kind of start to build that momentum, building the 1-3 lead. It's been very back and forth. The momentum has been shifting. There hasn't been much momentum at all, really. If Benelux can take this round back, we'll obviously still be in the same situation. But I think this is quite a big round for Benelux. They will, in my belief, have to take it off AGM in order to just kill any sort of momentum, and hopefully that prevent a snowball occurring if AGM do manage to take this round.
I do completely, totally agree. We do see a bit of a similar hold to last time they defended this bomb site after almost letting Ilias clutch it. But it does look like Cheeky will narrowly miss the head of the Flores there. But Andre will get one. That's Glitter Gunner yet again being the first dead. How unfortunate for him. Like I said, the Mozzie Pest saving Andre's life there. Oh, and a nice shot there from the Jaegers. We see Gremmy die off screen as well. This library hold from the Mozzie and the Jaeger being pivotal indeed. The IQ will indeed come up the bottom main stairs, but somehow the Mozzie won't be able to find the kill, but he will find that one. That's Dokkan off the board.
Causing so many problems for Benelux at the minute is the Mozzie of Andre upstairs.
Agreed.
He has completely got the whole lobby side of the map on lock.
We'll see Boltan jump in heaven, though. K9, sorry. Oh, don't call it K9 anymore. I don't know what you call it. Fluke, I guess. But Boltan and... it does believe that IQ will find a great shot onto Mozzie. That is him out for the round after playing extremely well. But, however, if you notice, we see the Jaeger camping by the diffuser. They probably are not unaware of this. And, indeed, they are. And that is Boltan down and now finished and out. It's all on the IQ now. She will find the Jaeger, though, making it a 1v2. Still winnable here, Shane. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, well, look, he's still got time, obviously, and finds the Valkyrie that will go a long way to ensuring his survival in the early parts of this round. He's got loads of time, drone in pocket and the case in hand, as we said, similar to the position Dokkan was in the first round. However, won't have the utility that the ace had to open up that wall and create some more lines of sight. So it is going to be tricky, because AGM can just sit back here, can relax and hold the cross on the one entry he really has to the site at the minute. Obviously, except if he goes to the K9 or Fluke Balk, whichever you prefer to call it. Yeah, all AGM have to do here is keep the nerve, be very disciplined, as Ollie goes for the full swing and does find the pick, so you can't fault him for that. Very clean round for AGM. But no, that's fine. It's not a misplay as long as he gets the kill, I suppose. But yeah, AGM finding that round, and now I think we could start to see a snowball effect, particularly if the entries on the side of on Benelux don't kind of kick into gear. Obviously, in the opening stages of the map, it's a long map, best of three, or a long match, best of three. So they do have a bit of license to kind of warm up and get into the game, but that's going to have to happen sooner. We could be looking at a 4-1, 5-1, 6-1 half, or 5-1 half.
6-1 half.
Yeah, 6-1 half, or 5-1 half for the side of the AGM. So.
Ooh, is that the first?
They're going to have to kick into gear here.
Is that the first repick?
Defense, yes, you are correct.
No.
Oh, repick? Where was
repick?
The Jackal? Yeah. And not an operator that they have utilised really. I think it was picked at one stage. A lot of repicks coming out here from the side of Benelux. So they've obviously seen something that they think, possibly it was the choice of the basement side by the side of AGM. Benelux have gone, okay, we want to handle this slightly differently, and obviously utilise the new attacker repick to the fullest extent. So I think what they're going to be aiming to do here with the combination of the Jackal and the Zero is kind of flush out that map control. I imagine that's what we'll see them do, possibly starting from the top floor that the libraries take and working their way down. Though Jackal does look like he may go for a wander himself. No, now rotating around. So yeah, we're going to see the clearing of the map control, or taking of the map control by Benelux, utilising that Jackal and his Inox scanner in order to suss out those roamers and try to deny them the ability to waste time or grab the kills. As we see, Glitter Gunner hopefully going to find his opening pick, turns his back at the wrong time, gets lucky. Yeah.
That could have been. Oh no, not again. Gremmy will find the Zofia, trying to find the pick onto the Legion, but and Andre with another beautiful shot. Will he get the second? Oh, that was close, but he will indeed find him. That is indeed a double kill on the round for the Legion.
And he chooses you.
He chooses. He is playing very well indeed, and it's not looking good at all for the VIPs here. Oh, we will see Dokkan almost find the head of the bandit there, but it will start to get a bit jiggy from the side of HEM. Boltan will opt to drone, but it's really not looking good at all, and Dokkan will get found by the Legion. It's all up to Boltan in a 1v5 technical situation, make that a confirmed situation. Ollie's playing amazing right now. He's got a triple kill on the round, and Boltan will indeed spot the Jaeger out, but not win out the round. That is a flawless round here from the side of AGM.
And this is what I was afraid of, that we see this momentum being built up by AGM and it's snowballing into this effect where you could see a bit of mind games, bit of BM there, and taking the map, AGM taking the map control outside of all places, trying to get into the head of the opponents, and it appears to be working. Benelux don't seem to be able to establish any foothold in this game, gain any momentum, obviously, aside from that first round we saw, or second round we saw, I believe, with the trades. They really haven't had a dominant attacking performance as of yet. Obviously, the one round they did win, it came down to a 1v1. So they're struggling here. There's no other word for it. Benelux are struggling here. Maybe that is kind of an icebreaker for the new roster, but who knows? AGM are looking strong here. So let's see. They need to get this round back, I think, AGM. On an attacker favourite map, as we had a chat beforehand in the pre-game lobby, around 60% attacker favourite. This map, I'm not sure of the individual site breakdown, but it doesn't seem to be relevant because I think HM are winning all the sites at the minute. Or have won at least one a defense on every site. So, yeah, it's Benelux are going to have to put something together here, or else they could see a very tricky second half to this opening map.
Yeah, I do believe that we have. Yeah, we do. We have a Maestro on this site. AGM have not picked this site with the same operators at all yet, and it seems to be working out in their favour. But Spencer is indeed going to fall back after shooting a couple drones, trying to. Yeah, he knows that barricade would be very risky indeed. Are we going to see Glitter Gunner hopefully impact this round for longer than 25 seconds. I believe he is just not having a good day at all right now. We do see Grammy located on the bottom floor in Wine Cellar. That could be a very big power position late round. But overall, AGM have just been showing a dominant force here on defense. It is a bit of a defender-sided map, but with the repick, you'd expect a little bit more showing from the attackers, but they're not even playing it right, in my opinion.
Yeah, now you do say that we expect to see it as a defender favorite map. Interestingly enough, Caithan, from all the maps we've seen in the group stage, courtesy of our analyst, Oki, we're actually seeing 60% of all rounds on this map being won by attackers.
Wow,
it's an interesting statistics.
That is surprising to me personally, because I would not have expected that. But then again, the attacker repick does allow for a lot of scenarios which are very unpredictable for the defenders, so I can understand why. It's just you got to make sure you utilize it properly, which I don't believe VIPs are doing the best job at the moment. Nevertheless, the Flores is causing a bunch of problems right now, especially considering no Flores drones are being shot. The Frost is going to have to rotate. That is unlucky timing there for Glitter Gunner. Is he going to be able to find a pick? Yes, indeed he does. That is the Frost off the board. The Flores and him working on amazing teamwork there. The Twitch is going to be able to find the pick onto the... No, that's a very big misplay. Gremmy gets one, and it looks like Ilias will get another, but Dokkan is down in a Frost trap right now, and that is not fortunate for him at all. I do believe that they are going to get the Maestro now, but
getting greedy.
What a misplay from the Twitch there, missing all of her shots on the Maestro that they had premeditated intel on. Huge misplay. And another... I said Glitter Gunner to wake up, and what is he doing? He's got a triple on the round right now. Spencer is the last one alive, walking up Ivy Hallway. He might catch the Thinker lacking. No, he is indeed not looked at her, and that is the second round of the match for VIP. That was well played by them, and a lot better if I would say so.
Yeah, obviously, that's the power that your Fragger's kicking into gear has. Glitter Gunner obviously taking the 3k in that round, I think, just gave them the edge they needed, just gave them a little push to say, and obviously there was some missed shots, but they recovered okay, they recovered well. So that's, I think, a bit more of what Benelux needed, was just to have that little more fragging power, give them a foothold. Hopefully that can kind of swing the match back in their favour as they move on to the defensive half. Interesting enough, just as we will take a look at here, the community poll for this game saw AGM, as you guys voted on Twitter, AGM voted as the favourite by 55%. So a small margin, but definitely...
Did that come up on the drop down?
It should have come up in the drop down, yes.
I didn't see it, I can't lie.
Oh, okay. Oh no, we should have it now.
Yeah, there we go.
So, there we go. So yeah, 55% in favour of AGM. So not a large margin, but certainly a significant one. So you appear to be correct. You, the people.
Yeah.
As the expression goes. As the expression goes. So.
You, the people. Meta commentary here. Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Call us Rick and Morty.
Studies coming in handy.
But we are going to see Andre Gong 6 himself. Oh, this might catch the Jaeger off guard, indeed. Indeed it will. That's Andre impacting again for the side of AGM. That is the Jaeger down and out, the best performer of the match for VIP so far. Not looking like that right now. Glitter Gunner is going to get very aggressive onto Ollie on these windows. I do not like that sight, colour and skin combo. That makes me... I need to get off that gun. I can't do it. Yeah. Green and blue. It's just not me. It's just not me. But yeah, that's a very big entry indeed, and very fast entry from AGM. They look like they are taking no prisoners here. We are going to see Andre potentially find Boltan. I'm not sure whether he knows he's there. He does not know, but Boltan will shoot. Oh, he almost loses that gunfight. He will get away, but Andre gets very fortunate there that Boltan did not hit his shots. That is a big misplay from the Valk there. All she needed was a bit of trigger discipline, and that would have been a guaranteed pick onto probably the best performer on AGM so far. That is a bit of a misplay there.
Yeah, and it's not the first time we've seen it from Benelux either. They let a couple of the roamers escape when they had them pinned down when they were on the attacking half. And now we see this, a similar thing on the defensive half as well. So maybe just not quite comfortable in the game just yet, which is understandable. It's okay. Best of 3 after a bit of a break. But here we go.
Oh no!
No. It's a problem across the board, I think, for on the side of Benelux.
It is not his game. Oh, it is not his game. That is, yeah, VIP at the moment just not hitting their shots. As I get a fucking sound bug. Ah! Why do I sound like a porg from fucking The Last Jedi there? I don't know. But then, nevertheless, Mira will indeed fall back from library as I'm having an absolute fit trying to spectate right now. And unfortunately, that audio glitch probably won't fix itself. She is still delaying a lot of time. She will indeed find one pick, and that is onto Spencer. That's the first pick of the round for BNL. Unfortunately for BNL, Gremmy has now full control of the site with the mirrors and will find Ilias, and AGM Ollie will get Boltan, and it is looking... Well, he almost finds a shot there, but no. Gremmy with a nice crouch walk into sight, and this is looking like a bloodbath right now. Why the fuck have I just seen Rowdy Bloody Dowdy in my chat?
He returns.
Oh, Jesus. You see what Pat said?
The chat open, I can't lie.
I love Glenn, man. Oh, bloody hell. Fucking hell. Nevertheless, guys. Nevertheless.
Yeah, it's they're 7 or not 7. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Benelux VIP are really, really struggling here. Just haven't been able to establish any control over the game whatsoever. There's the rounds they are getting are kind of just blowouts, finding the picks very, very quickly. Some misplays from AGM. I don't think we've seen. I don't really think we've seen Benelux launch a successful site execute this game. I think all the 2 rounds that they have won have just come from trades and picks without even getting near the site. Which obviously AGM aren't making it easy for them. They're taking the fight to them very much in all the corners of the map. But it really does speak to the nature of the game. We haven't really seen much play on the sites as of yet, aside from when AGM are popping heads and when they get into it.
Oh, it does look like we might see Glitter Gunner engage yet again on the same position as he was last round. I'm not too sure whether Spencer will read much into this, considering he is ace, and I don't think they want to lose him straight away. We are going to see Gremmy enter the same place that Andre did. I don't know whether that's been communicated that his teammate did that, but we will see the Malusi here playing ever so patiently on that west main. We will see Spencer get Glitter Gunner. That was the player that was playing close to the windows, did fall back to Master. Ilias will find one, but Andre will find the Malusi playing in Dining, and it is looking like we might see another kill. Yes, Jaeger finds Andre. That is all square now on body count. We may see... I don't know. Yeah, we do see the Iona cutting off the main lobby rotation. That nade will not hit anybody, as there is nobody there, Cheeky, unfortunately for him. But Jaeger has indeed opted to flank downstairs. All players are off site right now, but I do believe it will be almost impossible for AGM to recognise this, as they are trying to find as much intel as possible. Good, solid roam there for VIP. A 3v3, I'm pretty sure they would take that if they knew that that's what their roam would equate to. But nevertheless, we will see the Iona just holding that side door. If Mira gets too aggressive here, this could be huge, as the Jaeger is also located on the main lobby stairs. This could indeed impact the round so heavily. Iona has swung in, and Jaeger has let her actually reach Ivy Hallway, I believe. No, she's still Fireplace, but she will spot the Malusi. She will indeed peek onto the Jaeger, but she turns her back at the last second. Will we see the Jaeger swing onto her? No, we will not, and he'll indeed opt to go in. Back down the main lobby stairs, but a nade will come out and find him. No, indeed it won't. It wasn't cooked long enough, and he will indeed rotate away. That's huge there for the Jaeger. We do see Ilias still having this top floor presence, and considering Iona has no more nades, as long as he stays alive, this could be huge. I don't know if he still has his mirror. Yes, indeed he does. That's very big indeed. I don't think Ollie... Yes, he does have 2 more Flores drones, so he will probably find Ilias out here now. But with 35 seconds left, Shane, this is looking like a very, very tight execute. But we do see a lovely shot from Cheeky. And Spencer gets Ilias. Never mind. Tight execute my ass. Jaeger is going to have to come up the main lobby stairs here, but I believe they might have heard him. I'm not too sure. Ace has got his back to him, though. No. Oh, that's the diffuser cold. 15 seconds left. They're going to have to chase him now as Ollie goes to retrieve the diffuser. And Jaeger lets them get it. He only can rotate from blue stairs. All Iana got to do is hold him from blue stairs. And what a wallbang there from Cheeky. 2 amazing shots there. Huge round for the Iana after narrowly missing 2 nades.
Yeah, look, they were in a really good position there, Benelux, and I was quite impressed with their discipline with like 30-40 seconds left on the clock. Did not swing too aggressively, just to hold, but it was just, I think, a couple of missed shots may have been the problem there. And look, there's nothing you can do about that. You do everything right, you miss the shots, you lose the round, so be it. It's yeah, quite impressive there by AGM, just to be able to wait, to be that patient, and then say, right, now we're gonna go, and then obviously clearing the guy on the mirror upstairs, and finding the pick on the player on site, leaving them in a 3v1 unwinnable situation. Even with the case down, it was still very tricky because you know he can't swing there again. The Jaeger can't swing the stairs again. You know he's going to be there. He's going to get his head taken off, so he's forced to rotate. And yeah, really well played by AGM.
Hold on a second.
I think that was in his defense. That was in their defense. That was a better round by AGM or by Benelux. They did kind of they traded pick for pick, and then they held time, held their map control, and just lost the gunfights then. So you can't fault them too much for that.
No, indeed you can't. But then again, it's been the story of the game here, as it does look like their pickup is the only one finding the kills right now, with Quavery finding 11, the most in the lobby. I think we might see a cheeky main reach rush here from the attackers. I do want to see it. We don't get to see it often. We are indeed going to see it, and somehow the Bandit does not spot any of them, and Ollie will spot or find Boltan, and I believe they're just going to go for the plan. Andre will find one, and I believe the Jaeger will find one onto Gremmy, but Ollie will refrag him immediately, and that's a double kill on the round for Ollie, making it all down to Clitter now. In a 1v4, make that a 0v4, as Ollie will find a triple kill on the round, making it 7-2 here to AGM. What a fast game that was.
Yeah, look, it was just... I think that round summarized the entire game. It was just AGM were just more efficient and more ballsy. They took risks and it worked out, so fair play to that. And they just hit their shots when it mattered. They won more gunfights, and that is the nature of Siege. You can have the best strats in the world, but if you lose your gunfights, that's just gonna be it. So that was a very dominant showing by
So yeah, thoughts on that game? Yeah, they are going to play. Okay, I was really confused there. I was really confused.
just drop it to the break chat, because we have very nice overlays. The map score.
What, between maps? Well, that's unfortunate. We're going to have to go to maps again.
That's okay.
Our voice would have cut out on the stream. Do apologise. I thought my mic was, and Shane's mic was available on the between the map screen. That is obviously not the case. Nevertheless, we do see that our next map will be Border, which I don't think I've managed to cast here. Who's starting as attacker, by the way?
It will be AGM.
AGM and overtime?
Start on attack. It will be... Sorry, no.
No worries.
The orange team will start on attack in overtime.
So
No,
orange...
that's not correct.
No, wait, what? Is it orange both? AGM or orange?
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm correct. The orange team will start on attack.
Safe. So it's orange both.
100%.
Safe. That didn't sound very confident, 100%.
Yeah, very dominant performance by AGM. I think Benelux just need to take this time to kind of regroup,
Oh
calm
shit.
the head, and say, okay, what did we do wrong, and how can we do it differently in this game? Because failing that, if they fail to do that, what's going to end up happening is they're going to get 7-0'd. Because the best players in the world, and these guys are good. They're a team of established players. Benelux, they're high quality players, right? They're really good guys. The problem is, you can be the best players in the world, and even the best players in the world get affected by tilt when things aren't going your way, which happens. It can be due to just miscommunication, just a bad day, missing shots, whatever it may be. You can and will get affected by tilt, and if you let that tilt go to your head, if you let that kind of take over your rational thinking mind, what's going to happen is you're going to tilt. You're going to try things that you know won't work, or you should know won't work, and you're just going to throw rounds, and all of a sudden it's a 7-0 and you're tilted to the maximum. And in this best of 3, if you lose the second map, that's it. Match is over, and it's down to the lower bracket for you. So I think Benelux really need to just take a few minutes. They get 5 minutes between the map, so they get 5 minutes between maps. They need to just take these 5 minutes just to relax, take a break, and talk it over. What can we do differently? What went wrong? I think that it did improve in their defense. It did improve as we went through the map, but their drone work, their intel work on entry, in particular on that first man entering the building, left something to be desired in that last game, and they were punished. I think Glitter was punished in 4 of 6 attacking rounds, maybe 5 of 6, where he was just the first pick, and that he missed some shots, granted, but he also, whether it was miscommunication or impatience, just didn't allow that intel to be gathered before he entered the building, and that led to his demise on more than one occasion. So I think if they can improve on that, now obviously they will be starting on defense on border, so they will get a little bit of time to get into the game. But likewise, with Chalet, border, from the few rounds I think we've seen it, border, we've seen it once. We've seen it played once in this tournament, in the group stage, and it did end up being in the favor of the attackers. They won about 62% of rounds. So, very small sample size, obviously. So, I think it will be a fairly level playing field. We won't know what to see here. But, I think being on the defense will give Benelux that little bit of a grace period to say, okay, let's get into this game. Let's see how they're going to play it. How can we adapt? Then when they move on to the attacking side, hopefully with a scoreline that is workable. It doesn't necessarily have to be favorable. A 4-2 scoreline would be okay, and then they can move on to the attacking side, and hopefully just play that little bit tighter, that little bit more coordinated, and hopefully take the win in Force Map 3, because I think that's what we all want to see in the upper bracket. These are two teams that have finished 2nd and 3rd in their groups, and so I think this match is deserving of a scoreline that reflects that. So, I've monologued a bit there, Riffy. I assume you're still with us.
No, I just had to go get my dinner, so your monologuing was good.
Oh, that's right.
I could hear it. I had my headset on. So essentially, I think we are ready to go into border. I'm waiting for AGM's clarification. I believe it's fine. Fuck it. I haven't answered actually. I can't lie. Can you quickly get an answer out of AGM? Thank you very much. By the way, guys, yes, this is a BO3. We are going to border now. If VIP manage to put a finger out their ass, we might see Oregon as map 3 decided. But nevertheless, we're going to go into border here with, I believe, AGM starting on attack.
You are correct, yes.
Yeah. So, hey, Andre isn't back, but you can probably start. Oh, well, yeah, fuck it, I'll start. YOLO.
Yeah, so here we go. Map 2.
Map 2, indeed. And ooh. Shane, what are you expecting from the bands here, my son?
The bands, so this is obviously my specialty. Now, I don't know, to be honest. That's the honest answer. I have no idea. However, with Benelux starting the bands, I think we could see one of the Heartbreakers band, and maybe Thermite Erase. Obviously, the Thatcher would be the obvious one, but we could also see the Nomad band again. seems to be something they have favoured throughout the tournament. Thatcher ban, very standard. Nothing to be surprising there. I'd be interested to see. I don't think there's anything AGM can look at from that previous map and go, okay, they used this a lot against us, and it was a pain, because they seem to just counter everything that Benelux threw at them. So we could see anything here really. The Finca, that's kind of the thought I had when my mind was, she's the one operator where, when they were winning rounds, she was kind of central to it. Obviously, Glitter Girl had the big 3K in Finca, but just generally a very present operator in the game in its current state. AGM also choosing to get rid of the Valkyrie. That's fair. That's an expected ban. For this final ban, I'm not sure what we might see. We could see a mirror ban. Obviously, AGM used that quite effectively in the last map. Obviously, Chalet favors it a bit more, I think, than Border on certain sites, but could also see a mirror ban. That would be my guess. Mozzie ban. Interesting. So two operators that I believe, you correct me if I'm wrong, Caithan, but that AGM actually relied on quite heavily in several of the defenses. I know they changed their operator lineup quite a lot in the last map, but Valkyrie and Mozzie both got off the board now. So maybe it's just a case that AGM don't want to play, AGM don't want to play against it, starting on attack.
Yeah, I can imagine they probably want to get in their heads immediately, and they're probably going to try and force a very fast map here indeed. I do believe those bans coming out from VIP, they banned the Mozzie because they knew how much Andre seemed to like it, but the bans coming out from AGM, like you said, obviously banning the Finca, I believe Glitter Gunner played it every single round, but the Valkyrie bans sort of capped themselves, like you said, so I do believe it's just so they don't have to run the IQ, because Valkyrie is very strong on this map, even without the ability to throw cams outside, and I do think that running an IQ is a bit of a nuisance. Fuck this game.
No, I think you're good. Bit glitchy. Okay, I suggest we rehost it now, as opposed to later on.
I should have reset the game. Well, they're in round. I can't really do a whole lot about that. I can't lie. What the hell?
All right, we can rehost after this game. Yeah. Oh, we can rehost now actually, if you prefer. If you stop the timer now.
Stop the timer. What?
Sorry, abandon the game more to the point. No, we'll let it run. We'll let it run.
Yeah, we'll let this run. We'll let this run.
Obviously.
Can you cast it around real quick? I'll spectate for you.
I can, yeah. Obviously, so AGM looking for CC control quite quickly here. Obviously, already starting to move on site, but as they will find the opening pick onto the Thunderbird already downed. I'm not sure if they're aware of this. Seems they are, as they find the opening pick. AGM just letting Shiki do the wildcard play, attack from the back, as they are taking map control rather quickly, and with Metal, CC, and 90 already being their control. But Dokkan is lurking here with a shotgun in hand. See, can he find an unsuspecting book? And he will be able to do so. He falls off now. It's a good pick. Will deny a lot of that vertical play. And now they can just rotate down, know that they're safe in the 4v4. Glitter Gunner hiding. He's now going to fall off, but straight into the waiting arms of... No, sorry, that's my mistake. I didn't think... I thought Jackal would manage that kill, and he will find Ilias. So, enough picks to go around for everybody. It may not necessarily have been onto the Vigil, but he got there in the end. An aggressive hold here onto the hatch by Dokkan, as they're just establishing 90 control. With a minute 16 left, they still have plenty of time to make a move onto side and plan their execute. So there's not too much to be worried about at the minute. A little bit of time to just take a drone and have a look. So, the defense of Benelux still quite spread out, as Dokkan is found in a 4v2 here with the top floor control. If he fails, if Glitter fails to find that pick, it's going to be very difficult for Bolton, and that is about as clean around as you can get. All bar one man fell on the side of AGM. But It was very efficient hold. You saw about a minute and 45 left on the clock. We saw that AGM had the vast majority of the map control. Had the vast majority of the map control upstairs, certainly, anyway, within that kind of minute and 15. But yeah, the map control from AGM was then used to kind of open up the vertical hole. Now, we didn't see too many players from the side of Benelux on site, but as a result, they were just easy pickings as they were isolated as they attempted to roll back down in or apply some pressure onto the attack. So, yeah, good round by AGM. Benelux kind of just got caught. They got caught out where they put themselves in positions where they couldn't really deny any of the map control, or they couldn't deny the execute onto site, and just got picked off as a result.
And I'm back.
That's good.
Halfway through my dinner. We will have had a rehost that, unfortunately. We are going to go onto border. The bans were Thatcher, Thinker, and then it was it was Valken, then it was Mozzie. There we go. Starting attack, orange and orange. Add round history, round 1, orange win. Boom, boom.
It was Vents.
Yeah, doesn't matter really, to be fair, because the attackers won it. Right, nevertheless though, that was a very good start from AGM. It does look like they are continuing more of the same from last map. It's not a good sign for VIP if that is the way it's going to start. I do just want to clarify, I believe Elliot will re-clarify it very shortly. The prize pool is 800 to first place, 350 to second, and 100 to third. There has been no entry fees for this tournament, I will want to point that out. Which normally I would run entry fees, but to be fair, it's worked alright so far. Shit, I forgot who I'm inviting. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so,
there we go.
Elias and Ollie, probably the two easiest ones.
Yes, I probably should have done Ilias. Instead, I just had Buyatel.
Oh, that's fair.
But yeah, hopefully they haven't played that round out, because that could be very problematic.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
No, they haven't. No, they joined.
Notify them of the match.
I have indeed reset the game as well, so hopefully, fingers crossed, the bug stops.
It wasn't too intrusive, so we were lucky in that round, but just obviously not ideal. Yeah, I was just saying there, I don't know whether you heard Keithan. I think I'd like to get your take on this as well. I think the positioning of Benelux just resulted in them being completely cut off from the site, and that when they tried to apply pressure to the execute, that they were just easy pickings. There's no their positioning didn't allow them to be refragged. They weren't in. They were kind of isolated. Didn't really work together on the defense, and that was just they were bang, 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 pick, 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 and that was the round over. Obviously, AGM's top floor take was very efficient. They used their time very well, and had top floor control within minute and 15, minute and 20. How do you think Benelux could have played that differently, whether in regard to their positioning, their hold, or how they tried to retake map control, take the upstairs from the attackers?
I do believe if they needed to take upstairs, they either should have started more players upstairs or opted for a double flank. Even if there's nobody on site, if the objective is to take top floor because that's what your hold sort of relies on, then you'll have to probably opt for a double flank up, either metal or east. East is harder to flank up. Metal sort of get away with it, especially if you time it correctly, because it didn't look like AGM were actively holding it as well as they could have, because they let the vigil get all the way up to metal, and then a couple missed shots probably didn't help. But I do believe that this map is a 50-50 map in terms of the fact that it's a bit like Coastline. It's attacker favoured. I don't think defenders should look into the fact that attackers are winning loads of rounds, because it's strongly attacker favoured in my personal opinion. And I do believe that if they keep their heads they could win a couple of attacks. But right now, AGM are walking away with it, and it is showing because of the way they're playing. So I'm not too sure whether VIP can find enough mojo to get over the hump.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Look, it's given the situation we're in, I think we can all relate to it. It's a tricky position to be in, given their first round and how nothing seemed to click for them. But they will just have to kind of put that to the side and kick back into gear, as I believe we are ready to continue them up. Or are we? Have we got all the lineups correct? I believe we have. Yeah, so we'll return to the game now.
Indeed, we will.
Obviously, in case any of you missed that last round, it was a win to the favour of the attackers of AGM. They won the Vents Workshop site. So we will see every site be available to the defenders, and they seem to be electing to go for Vents. I believe, yeah, seem to be fairly confident on Vents there.
I was just pausing for the PS4 players on.
Yeah, a problem that we have encountered a lot.
Yeah.
Loading times have been not very good, so we may have a discussion with the captains to kind of tweak that setting just to be a bit more favourable to everybody.
Yeah,
Obviously
probably
it's
just
not
extend
very.
it.
Yeah, it's not very consequential. Look, obviously it's meant to favour those teams who are a little bit more organised, but I think we're dealing with a high enough. The players we're dealing with are of a high enough, and the teams we're dealing with are of high enough quality that we don't need to put that restriction on them.
Well, yeah, you would like to think that they can be mature enough about it. Nevertheless, I don't know if you've noticed, we do see an Oryx and a Cav combo. Not something you get to see every day. We do see the Cav just located in the office desk. Just vibing.
And look, this is really what you want to do when you're playing Cav in a situation like this at a competition of this level. You have to hide up. You can't let it be seen because you'll be flushed out instantly. You become the target, more so than the objective necessarily. Until you're gone, nothing else happens.
Oh.
For the most part. But if she was successful, which I believe she was, if Glitter was able to hide that Cav pick for the duration of the prep phase, then I think she may have an opportunity here to make a play.
I do believe the Dokkaebi managed to land one shot onto Dokkan's chest there, and that could have been a very big kill. Maybe if it was any other gun, it might have been indeed. But nevertheless, we will see Cravery locate himself back into break room. We see the Cav still hiding, and never mind, Cravery has now been found by Spencer on the sledge. Now that is not what you want to hear if you're Cav, because that could definitely give away your position. So unless Dokkan coordinates with the Cav, this could be a big sound cue for the attackers to find out where the fuck she is.
Yeah.
It
And
does.
the
No.
I think that's the footprints of Dokkan inside. The problem could get a lot worse for Cav with the combination of the IQ and the Dokkaebi. But if Cav is disciplined here and doesn't react to that punch hole above her, I think she will still be successful. If she stands up now, obviously, that will be the end of it. I think she has got away with this one.
This could be a huge play. I do believe the Jack was rotated away from the holes. I want to see if she did it now. Oh, but off-site. Ilias has now found two with a shotgun. That's huge. We will see the Cav time it a bit wrong, in my opinion. But I don't know if she's been spotted or not. We will see Dokkaebi be the only attacker located within Armory now. And Dokkan will be found, however, by Jackal. I think Jackal is in main lobby. Yes, indeed he is. I don't know if they know... Oh, and Andre will get one off the bolt out. But this could be huge. And indeed, we do see a kill, not an interrogation. I got excited, but luckily he didn't go for the interror as Andre was holding him. But Cav is allowed to rotate into CC there, but as I say that, Andre is allowed to rotate into Vents. He is managed to get the barricade open. I don't think... Yeah, Ollie is indeed holding him here. It is not looking good at all. As Ollie will actually loot a couple shots there and will get downed. It's all on to Andre now, who is actually locating himself in the server. It's all down to Glitter Gunner, though, as Ollie is actually downed, and he will see the Cav. But the Cav will win it out! That's a huge 3k from Glitter Gunner, making up for the mistakes last game. Huge play indeed there from the Cav. I thought she waited too long on the flank, but the late flank pays off.
Yeah, look, they say patience is a virtue, and sometimes too much of it can be a hindrance. But in that situation, the Cav play from Glitter Gunner worked out in the end. Look, I think had the attack and the interactions with the attackers and defenders around the site played out a bit differently, that she would have just been caught lacking, to be honest, um, in a position where she had everything to do and not much utility or not much resources to do it with. But just because of how the gunfights ended up on site, she was allowed to be really, really effective in that late round and just pick up the kills. Obviously, the kill on the Jackal, eliminating that crossfire angle, or the split, the double prong push, knocking out one of those prongs, I think was one of the key moments of that round. Just allowed them to focus on the two guys on the lobby.
I may have just casted that on map bans.
Nice.
Ah!
Well, we have the VODs, so. Yeah. So, for those of you who didn't realize, or for all of you who didn't see that and were possibly slightly confused, essentially, AGM looked to take top floor control very quickly. Were successful in doing so. They had the cab hidden away in the cab was hidden away in the desk in archives, and then just at the last moment made her grand appearance and picked up one kill in main lobby, and then finished off the 2 kills around the site as they attempted to put the bomb down.
I hate my life. This is what happens when you try and multitask and eat your dinner. Oh, the Nomad will indeed run in. Will the Jaeger find her? Yes, indeed he will. Glitter Gunner proving exactly why, or what he can do, sorry, on Frag if he is fired up. He's playing a lot better this map than he indeed was last map. And it does seem like the rehost is working in favour of the, what's it called? Of VIP. I do believe, I fucked up. Hold on a second. Boltan will get found off screen though, and Andre will indeed find him with a nade. Dokkan gets 1 though onto Cheeky. With Andre being so low on HP, that could be very, very detrimental indeed. Dokkan will find 1 onto Spencer. This is looking a lot better here for VIP. They are finding some traction in this series here now. On an attacker favourite map as well, but Gremmy will, he will now choke the gunfight. It looks like the tables have turned. Dokkan will find 1. That's a triple kill for the Wamai, and it's all left to Gremmy, and Dokkan with a 4K, huge from the Wamai there, huge, 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 even with the air jab sound proc. What a pre-fire, straight onto the dome of the Nomad, and it will be the first time, I think, that VIP have taken the lead in the series.
You will be correct, I think, yeah. I think AGM had the opening round on Shelly, so, yep. I think just trying to establish a bit of momentum. I think it's a map that they look to be more comfortable on in the very early stages. That may just be the element of being on defense, having not being forced into action, if that makes sense. Having to react to the attackers more than make the push yourself. But I think this is what we spoke about pre-game. I think this is what Benelux had to do. Was really establish momentum in the very early stages of the game, get comfortable in the game so that when they make the jump to that attacking side, which I think is where they struggle a lot on Chalet, that they know what to expect, that they're comfortable, that they're warmed up, the communication is alive. Yeah, now hopefully we can continue to see that. But this round, like I said in the last one, will be pivotal, because if Benelux win this round, then they start to build momentum.
Indeed they do, especially on attacker favoured map. This could be very big rounds indeed here for VIP. We do see the Mirror coming out, which I think is a very strong operator indeed on this site, and it does look like a massive extension from VIP. They could be taking, if there's poor drone work here from AGM, they could spend a long time trying to clear this map out, because look how spread out they are. They are very spread out.
Yeah. Map control? Yes. in the simple answers. To put it in simple terms.
It does look like it's going to be a
So
CC arm retake here from the side of AGM with, I believe, Cheeky backstabbing onto Archives, potentially even Office. We do see a Gong 6 come out here from, I believe, it is the Ayana. Yes, it is, as no one else fucking has it, you idiot Riffy. We are going to see Glitter Gunner just shoot a drone, fall off. We're going to see the first pick, though. That's big there from Quavery. That is the buck. That's a lot of util gone already. It does look like, I think Spencer is going to have to try and chase him. I don't know if they know where he is. No, they don't. And Spencer will get found. Off screen, Boltan will get found by Cheeky, but that's huge from the Thunderbird. Oh, he narrowly misses the rotate there of the Zofia. Twice, I believe, actually. I don't think... Oh, he sees the Thunderbird's head, but no, that's a huge kill there from Quavery, making it a triple on the round. I do believe that Ollie has flashed himself, and it indeed will lose in the gunfight. What a fucking round! An ace! An ace from the Thunderbird. That's such a fast round. Jesus, they are firing up on all cylinders here. Called you Claire. Shame.
it's alright. Yeah, look, they're starting to really get into it. This is what we knew they were able to do. They had the ability, they had the talent in the players, but just didn't click in the first round. I think they're getting there now. Obviously, a very big solo performance, getting all 5 of the kills, but the kills don't come without the coordination from the entire team. So either Quavery is going on a mad one, which we love to see, or Benelux are starting to find their footing in the game. And it may not have been over just yet. No matter what we may have assumed after the...
My 2-1 is still on.
Round. Yeah. I think we both said 2-1 to be fair.
I think we did, actually. I said 2-1 AGM. And to be fair, I do believe that Border is maybe slightly catching AGM off here, because Border attack is, in my opinion, quite simple and quite easy. So if it's not working effectively, then perhaps maybe their drone play isn't up to scratch. Or because, I mean, you saw the way the Maverick entered CC there. You didn't even know the Thunderbird was located in break room. I think they're trying to probably take it a bit too quickly. And as a result, it is... well, it's just not... It's not resulting in much progress. We do see the Jackal back instead of the Ayana here from Cheeky, as I've... Hello?
I can still hear.
My game's crashed.
Nice.
No, my PS5's crashed.
Well, I can still hear. Yeah, it wouldn't be easy, chap. Wouldn't be a 5GG cast if it wasn't played with technical difficulties.
Why? I didn't do nothing. Oh. Dat boter die kant slecht. Why? Why? Wow. 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 I hate this. Why? Why?
So, well,
why,
we have
why,
nothing
why,
else
why?
to comment on, chat. I'm having a lovely thigh. So.
Oh, reconnect. Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, I
Solves
won't
the
be the
problem.
host now. Shit.
That'd be alright. We'll manage. We'll rehost after this.
Oh, nah, can't be asked. Fuck it. We press on. Round 6.
Freedom or something.
What? I missed the whole round.
Well, they're now quick. I think they do need to slow down, AGM. They may be doing things a little bit too quickly. We're back. We have no idea what happened last round. All we can tell you is that VIP won it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but it seems to be... Whose pick was Border, if you could get that up on my stream. Sorry to be a pain. I know you're eating, and so am I.
No, I can indeed. So, Border's pick was
AGM.
AGM's map pick.
Interesting. So it seems to me that the map picks have not favoured either team. As Chalet was picked by Benelux VIP, and they seem to have choked it massively. But the other way around here, it would seem so far. We are going to see an Osa and a Ying. Oh, this could be big repicks indeed. These are hugely, like, round-defining operators, as my grammar makes no sense. But there we go. That's an interesting...
No, I think you're good.
That's an interesting setup here. I've never seen a mirror setup like that on the right side with that wall in CC being reinforced.
I don't mean to be critical. I have seen this in gold.
Oh, no.
But I think they might have some slight... I think they might have a bit more bit more pre-planning and coordination planned for this. So I'm interested to see how this works. I
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily bash it.
Yeah, agreed.
It's just unexpected.
I don't know quite how this attack is going to shape up. We are going to see the Ying, I believe, try and burn the ADS here. Who is that located in? It is Dokkan. Of all operators you'd want there, this is definitely the one. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. The impact will hit Spencer on the dome, and a smoke grenade will come up. The plant will come out, as unfortunately for Dokkan, he runs straight into the fingertips of the Ying. C4 will come out though. That's huge there from the defenders. Ollie will narrowly miss the Jaeger's head. Don't know whether that was a random bang. He will also miss the Jaeger. Another C4 comes off, but to no avail. We are going to see the Ying. The plant is going to go down. The Ying will find the Jaeger. That's a huge pick indeed. He will also find the mirror. That's a triple kill on the round for Ollie. And Andre will get one, but the C4 will come out. Boltan will find him. He's now in a 1v3. Unfortunately, the Osa shield will make it incredibly difficult to retake. And that will be closing out the split 4-2. What a game this is turning into.
Yeah, we now have a game on our hands. We love to see it. But, yeah, I think AGM just said, right, we're going to try something different. The roam clearing doesn't appear to be working, the taking of map control, so let's just walk inside and see how they deal with it. And to be fair, the C4s came out too much at the one time, I think. A bit of a utility dump into the guy who was trying to get the bomb down, even when he wasn't, after he had been killed initially. And a few nice picks there from the Ying allowed AGM to get that plant down. And once the plant is down and you have an Osa outside the door, that's it, round done. Regardless, in a 3v1 in the situation, almost unwinnable. I wouldn't like to see the odds on I wouldn't like to see the odds on him winning that, but it's just one of those situations that you just say, okay, where are we going next, boys? Like, which side are we going to defend? So it's just it's a situation that you hate to find yourself in because you have everything to do, and it's just going to be tricky. So we see the side swap now.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a very good split here from 7 AM at fucking donkey fuckers, man. From the side of VIP, sorry. Bloody Ilias and Dokkan tripping me out here. It does look like they have found their footing this game. We now see AGM on the defensive side, and we see a clash for the first time, I believe, the whole series, which will be located in archives so far, as he will spot a drone, but not able to shoot it. A glitter gunner will already be... I hate this staircase with a passion. It allows such quick, easy access to have a... well, if this wall's not reinforced, you can have a line of sight all the way into deep fucking armory, like half wall and shit. Like, it's so annoying. But this clash, speaking of annoying, all the attackers could really, really be in for an earful here. See the plant going off from Nomad, and the C4 missed. Oh no, that's huge. But Ollie will find one, and the planter will be found as well. The Ying device does go off. Will we see Dokkan actually capitalize on it, as I'm fumbling for the spectate button? Boltan will get one. Make that two for the Capital, as we see the clash down and out. But Boltan will indeed himself be found. Twitch is going to have to hurry up on the backstab. I don't know why Elias... Oh, no, never mind, sorry. Dokkan is indeed going to find the kill onto Gremmy. This is huge. Will he find the Cade? Not too sure. Oh, he looks away at the wrong time, but finds the mute. Now it's a 1v1. Ollie with another triple. Him versus Dokkan in a 1v1. Dokkan knows where he is. Or Elias, sorry. But nevertheless, Ollie will win it out. That is a quad kill for the Cade, as I'm fumbling over words here.
Yeah, no, look, I think you could see it. Yellow pings coming out, and usually yellow pings are accompanied with a lot of shouting in situations like that, so you have to imagine that the AGM comms were lighting up once those two attackers breached into archives. It may not be effective is probably the wrong word, because I imagine there was a lot of screaming, but good communication there by the clash, by the man on the front lines, I think in the hands of Andre, to say, lads, they're planting here.
Guys, unping.
Yeah, they're planting, and then obviously the picks came out on the line. I believe it was the line anyway, and the Nomad, and then the Ying did as much as he could, to be fair, and the Capital. I believe it was the Capital anyway, or was it Gridlock?
It was Capital of Boltan.
Yeah, unusual. Not an operator you see too much nowadays, so you can forgive my uncertainty.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
They had a Nomad as well, I believe. Speaking of which, they have neither. They have neither this round.
Interesting.
Oh.
Maybe he's saying right. I think that you can have a look at the picks they've moved to. Obviously, moving off the Nomad and the Ying
No
onto that
nades.
Ash and the Zofia. No nades, but a lot of soft destruction and breach charges in the hands of both the Ash and the Zofia. So I think
Well, screams the top down to me.
Forgive me for making this assumption if I'm wrong.
Oh no!
But I think they're going to look for a lot of vertical play, and that is, not good.
No.
I don't think he realizes he's got. I don't think Bolton is really.
I'm getting Aggie. I'll get Aggie. Andre, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I don't know. Yeah, Bolton will indeed get picked up with no finger being on the board. Hopefully, we don't get copyright claim for that, as they are pretty weird. Ilias will get one onto Ollie though. That's a huge pick. That is the Vigil down and out. As we do, I believe, see Spencer engaging here on the Zofia of Glitter Gunner. I'm not too sure whether Glitter Gunner wants to walk through that doorway because he will get a face full of shotgun. And he indeed will probably make the smart move and rotate up east stairs. I think they have found the mirror located. That is an interesting mirror. I haven't seen that often on the 90 wall from CC. Facing onto east stairs, but that does make it almost impossible to push up long hallway. However, if they had nades, Cheeky would be naded out here. But unfortunately for the attackers, they did not predict this outcome. We are going to see a C4 come out, but he will miss. I want to say that's the Jackal. No, it isn't. It's the Buck, isn't it? Yeah, it's the Buck.
It's the Buck, I believe, yes.
It is the Buck, and I believe the mirror is about to get rushed. Sorry, she has dropped off.
Through the hatch,
That's huge, as he does get a lag spike. Or that might be me. Knowing my fucking luck, it could be me. But Glitter Gunner will find a pick onto Andre. That's a huge pick indeed. Does miss the C4, but again. That's unfortunate for himself. But Mira would have rotated back into sight. This could be huge, especially if she gets quite aggressive, which I'm sure Cheeky will. Spencer will find one onto Boltan, though. That's a big pick indeed. The Jackal was already lit, however, from Andre's early damage. We might see a C4 kill come out here from Spencer. He is waiting for that noise. Oh, he does hear the Buck, but will he be able to find the kill? No, unfortunately, he will not net any damage at all. And now the soft destruction will go to work. Ilias will find one. That's huge there. That's Cheeky down and out on the mirror. I do believe he still had a C4 in pocket. Grammy will find one onto Glitter Gunner, though. Not too sure why the Sophia pushed on her own there. And now Jaeger is allowed to play in vents. Spencer will, I think, find one onto Dokkan, and he will opt to rotate up metal stairs. I don't think the Buck is aware, but the metal... Oh, no! Oh, the missed time on that. Spencer will find one, but not before his teammate can be found, and Ilias will find both of them. And that is huge there from the Twitch. Finding not just one, not just two, but I think 3 on the round.
You would be correct, yeah. Just rotation upstairs. I won't say it was ill-timed. It was a look, had it worked, it would have been a fantastic idea. Force the guy on side into 1v1 with, obviously, gunfights on 2 planes, both above and on the same floor. But I think there was just a little bit too much hesitancy to kind of take that gunfight with the Buck. Now, maybe obviously being cautious, didn't know where he was, which you can understand, it's fair enough. But I think in that situation, just had to kind of, before the Buck could do any damage, get in there and put pressure on or get the kill. Obviously, ideally the latter, but the pressure would be fine.
It looks like we might be staring down the barrel of a map 3 here, especially if VIP can take, well, obviously, if they can take the next 2 rounds, that would be the match is over. Sorry, yeah, my brain's gonna. I'm in a bit of a food coma. I'm probably the whitest person you'll ever meet, by the way, because I just had fucking fish and chips with spicy mayo, like Peronaise. That is the weirdest combo ever. So I do apologise, guys.
It's unusual, yeah. Well, I mean, we're having a great time here. We're just sitting, having some food, watching some Siege.
And I'm just checking my chat every 5 seconds for everybody saying who's on VZXNIQ, and every 5 seconds someone else responding cheeky, which there could just be a pinned message for that, because it does believe that everybody is asking the same question. But nevertheless, I do believe Cheeky got banned on his main, hence why he is on this account. I believe that is the truth.
And for reasons we won't ask. That's none of our business.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. We are going to see, I think, a very interesting hold here from AGM. We're going to see the custom site. Now, obviously we haven't seen this so far, I believe, and what this will allow is this will allow an extension from Gremmy into bathroom with a mirror. That is it. I can't lie, he's able to hold the whole of Workshop without worrying about his back. Speaking of cheeky, he finds the first pick onto the Zoth. Huge pick there for AGM to try and find some footing back in this match. I think we've seen Spencer rotate into half wall. Yes, indeed we have. Never mind rotate there. He probably started there. There is no rotate there. We are going to see, I do believe, Andre get one onto Dokkan. That's the ace. Oh, that's a really, really big pick there from Andre. And he'll get a second onto Quavery. That is the Habana as well. No hard reach left. He turns away just at the wrong time. I think he's going to get aggressive here and swing onto the Maverick. And he will find the kill. Triple kill on the round. He will 360. Oh! Will
that's
that
karma?
That's
karma.
Will that cost him? Are we going to see Ilias 1v5? Well, it's 1v3. It's possible. Unlikely, but it is possible. But a lot better of a round from AGM. And no, Ollie will indeed close it out, like he has been doing almost every single round. AGM win. He's normally one of the latter ones alive.
Yeah, it's been a very solid performance throughout the series for Ollie, to be honest. He's been performing up there at the very top. As has Ilias, to be fair, I believe. No, we had a bad first game.
It's Quavery has been the most consistent performer on.
Okay, and not doing too badly here either.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ollie and Quavery playing well.
Pretty even across the board here actually on VIP. AGM, not so much.
Oh god.
Nah, it's only play. But nevertheless, this is getting to be quite a close match. As I speak in the most posh monotone, accent I could find apparently, which is completely accidental. But yeah, I don't know whether or not that round there will be crucial. I think it will be. I think if anything, AGM will use that round to fuel a bit of a comeback here. I know the map is attacker favoured, but I don't know. VIP are sort of stalling out a little bit. I don't know why. I think they've lost that early momentum.
Sorry, go on.
I think they've lost that early momentum that they gathered up on defense a little bit here, and I think even with the
I think your mic's just cutting in and out a little bit. I think we can throw.
That's my bad.
Possibly.
Oh shit! No wonder it's cutting out. It just unplugged. I don't know if you can hear me. It has just unplugged. Ah, great. Where's that gone? Oh, it's there. Give me 2 seconds, guys. The stream can hear me, but Shane can't. Let me fix that real quick. Hopefully that doesn't crash my audio. Hello? It's crashed my audio. Let me plug that back in. Hello? Speak?
All good.
Cool. Perfect. Right.
Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, I think we can throw conventional understanding of this map out the window at this point. This match has been anything but conventional in the first 9 rounds. So I doubt round 10 will bring anything different, as we see the opening pick by Ilias onto the Thunderbird of Cheeky.
Cheeky girl, we are a cheeky girl.
Seems to be an just a complete east take here from both floors, top and bottom.
As we will see, Ollie also get picked up there from Glitter Gunner. He's had a lot better of a game this map, Glitter Gunner. Sorry. Spencer will find 1 C4 kill onto Quavery. We might see an aggressive push here from the Mute, and he finds one onto Ace. That's a double kill now, and the Diffuser Cole. Gremmy finds one as well onto Dokkan, and Spencer with a third here onto Ilias. Rolling back the clocks onto his M&K days, hashtag just kidding. But he is proving he can do it on controller here. Well, no, I say that. Cast a curse, I believe. But nevertheless, very big plays there from Spencer. Oh, Glitter Gunner almost losing his head there, but nevertheless, he has a shield on this Cade. This could be huge.
He's not in an unwinnable situation, though I do think the Cade has a C4 in hand. He does, but he won't need it as he picks up the kill with the trusty All-Gate 3. You can see he was thinking about it.
5-5
yeah, so
now,
5-5 here. Yeah. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy round from either team to really establish a foothold in this game. Now, obviously, unlike in the group stage, if you force the match to overtime for the majority of the playoffs, it will be the same 3-round overtime. So you'll play it to round 15, and then winner takes it all at that point. However, an overtime win in the playoffs is exactly the same as a normal win. So if you win 7-5, 8-6, the losing team in that situation doesn't get anything for forcing overtime on map 2. They will just lose the series. So they just have to go for it here. They just have to try pick up the rounds. Overtime makes no difference, obviously, despite with the only notable difference being that the map side will have been pre-selected. So they will know what to expect going into overtime. At this point, 5-5, I don't think it's going to make a difference. We saw a 4-2 split. Now, obviously, being pulled the other way slightly, but I think it's been so back and forth that I don't think the round split will make too much of a difference, but we'll see how the game develops going forward.
We have seen Dokkan and Ilias on slightly different roles here as well on their new team, as we've been seeing them on fragging roles more so. Dokkan doesn't normally play the Ashe, and Ilias, he dabbles sometimes on frag, but not often. So I think, I don't know, maybe indeed the new VIP lineup might not necessarily be working, but nevertheless, they're not down and out yet. As we said, the Buck will. Oh,
I think that's the right play by Gremmy, not to chase that kill, just to play slightly more patient. He may, if he holds that angle for long enough, may pick up a frag early in the round, assuming that the attackers don't get control of the top floor first, which it looks to be the plan to do. Ooh,
speaking of which,
downed.
Yeah, we will see Cheeky find the down onto Ilias. He will be picked up, but it will be to 20 HP. However, Glitter Gunner with a great cut off there from the Osa. And, well, Quavery is still finding that form as he finds one onto Andre. That's the Ella off the board. And now Gremmy, even though being by this window for a whole minute, hasn't netted anything yet, he is going to have to start doing something. Oh, well, I thought that was going to find a kill, but it actually turns out that the guy is not located in the middle of the doorway on cams. That would be very stupid. But this is not looking good for AGM. We're going to see Spencer get quite aggressive here as a drone is at his feet. That could be very problematic for him. So he's going to have to fall back. I think Glitter Gunner might hold his rotate, and indeed he will. But Spencer will indeed manage to rotate up top metal. I think this is probably going to cause more trouble than it's worth. However, as he is going to... No, he's going to find the pick onto Buck. I don't know if the ace knows he's going to be swinging. Oh, that's a huge double kill here for Spencer. He's getting some confidence on that SMG-11 now. He's warming up to this game. That's a very big flank there from the Mute, and that might just have won them the round. As we see a sight glitch there from Ollie, but Glitter Gunner playing amazing right now. Finds one onto Ollie in the bathroom. I don't know if the Jaeger's exposed there to the rotate. Indeed he is, so that could be huge. But nevertheless, we are going to see Spencer hold the diffuser. He has all the power this round here, and I think he is going to definitely delay a lot of time for the attackers. But he's going to opt to rotate to 90, and he's going to catch the Ashe unaware. That is a huge triple kill on the round. He knows where the Osa is, and that's a quad kill on the round for Spencer. I said rolling back the clock to his M&K days, but he is looking quite strong on the controller right now, and it's all up to him versus Ilias now. Ilias has rotated down to Vent's window here. I don't think Gremmy is by it anymore. No, indeed he's not. And this could be huge. I think, narrowly missing the wall bang there is Gremmy. The hatch is reinforced, but I think Gremmy's going to find out this kill, and yes, he is indeed. 4K there from Spencer. Huge round. AGM faced on match point here now after being down 4-2.
Yeah, look, it's match point, not map point. Is an important distinction to make. Obviously, they will take the entire series if they win this map, and it will see them progress to round 2 of the upper bracket. As we may want to see a pause there very quickly.
I'm not host.
Oh, you're not host. That's a problem. So we're gonna have to call a full rehost in that case.
I do believe so. Yeah. Pain 6-5. Fuck. That is so jarring.
Yeah, what can you do? So 6-5 to AGM. If you'd like to take a small break and send it back to the break screen so they can see our lovely overlays this time.
Okay, yeah.
For a few minutes while we get the lobby set back up.
We'll be right back, guys. And we are back. 6-5
We're
to
definitely on the
AGM. We're definitely on the in-game phase. Yes.
Just gonna check that. Yeah.
Shut the fuck.
Have to make sure.
Oh, that would have been so frustrating. This is where I get blue screen and I throw my glass out the window.
Better than not me, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a pretty long throw to throw it across countries, but I mean, like, you never know. I've got the arm for it.
Fair.
Joking. I've got fucking pipe cleaners out. But nevertheless, we're going to see Armory Lockers again from AGM. So yeah, Mirror, Pulse, Mute, Jaeger, Thunderbird. That's the lineup they're going to be using to try and close it out and move on to the next upper bracket game where they'll be facing who?
Where they will be. You've put me on the spot here, Cathan.
I believe it's Squares, right?
Off the top of my head, yes, I believe it was. I can check that for you 1 second.
Thank you.
No, incorrect. They will play Disco Pogo.
Ah, right, okay. So
The loser of this will move to the lower bracket final and play Amnesic Esport.
Ooh. It'd be ironic if VIP lose this, then Ilias and Dokkan try and get the revenge on Amnesic for knocking them out in a game which has yet to be uploaded, considering I'm a donut and well, my stream crashed, and by HDMI cable broken, I mean I'm an idiot.
What he means, chat, when he says HDMI cable breaking is he changed the setting. I told him not to change and it broke.
No, the cable did snap, to be fair, but the irony was not the issue. So we do move.
Not the only issue.
Yes, that is very true. We do see a spawn peak coming out here from Cheeky, though. That is very ballsy play indeed. What the fuck is happening to his site? That's a new glitch.
He's got night vision, bro.
Yeah, bro. My guy's using... What? I've got a visual bug. Kill me.
That's not the worst. We'll manage.
Like, fuck's sake.
Now, Cheeky droned here, whether he knows it or not, he will now realise. I think just abandon the drone. Yeah, that's it. Fall off.
Oh, fuck me. Fucking hell. One man's Luke Skywalker up here. Oh, for God's sake.
Alright, we'll put up with it. It'll work. So.
What the
I'm telling you, man, it's also she puts up these massive shields.
Oh my God, man. Ubisoft, it's
so it appears. So it appears that a Benelux are looking for multi-dimensional push here. CC control seems to be the prerogative at the minute. They may not know there is a Thunderbird lurking inside.
Oh, I believe the Osa will almost light up the Pulse and find the kill. I think Pulse has missed the buck there. He's just tunnel vision completely. Cheeky will get one onto Dokkan, but the buck will find the Pulse, and Spencer will be found by a Boltan as well. And Cheeky will be found by Ilias. This is falling apart for AGM at the scenes right now. Ollie will find one though. That is a huge pick here. If anybody can do it, it is these two. As Ollie will just hold this Archives push for as long as possible, as we see a disco going on in Gremmy's sight here. I can't spectate that. Glitter Gunner will find one. Can he find the second? It looks like he won't, as Gremmy wins it out in a 1v2 to take the series home for AGM. Can Gremmy do it? He's not going to see the player on the floor, though. Ilias, being prone, wins the round for VIP, and we're going to go all the way to overtime on map 2 here on Border.
Yeah. And this is obviously where the side will remain the same due to how the teams have picked the map. How the sides have picked the have picked the starting sides. So words, Shane. Benelux will start on the defense for this attacking half. So
defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
However, we're going to see Workshop here again, but this time we're going to see the Cav Oryx combo again, and I'm just going to pretend that didn't happen. We are going to see the Cav hiding in the same spot. If they've got somebody stream sniping, or stream watching in their party, there's delay, but they might know that the Cav... Yeah, but they might know that the Cav sat there earlier at game, so they might check it with a drone. They might not, but they might, because I know Powcock is a sneaky devil, so they might do. And I know you're in the stream, and I know you heard that.
There's nothing in the rules to say they can't.
Oh no, of course not. Because realistically,
Yeah.
yeah, it is what it is. Oh
we
my
have enough to
fucking...
do.
Objective is to defuse a bomb.
Okay, we saw
I've
it.
been playing Subnautica recently, and I'm just believe me when I tell you this isn't the worst visual bugs you've ever seen. Interestingly enough, no vertical grip on the side of the Twitch, I believe.
No,
check
it's
that again,
it's a bug. It's a bug. It did it for Ilias
Oh, right.
last round. I was also questioning the same thing.
Yeah,
Speaking
I
of
was
bugs,
gonna say because he's gonna get caught with the same spawn peak he tried earlier again, I believe.
he will indeed. He will run back though, Boltan. Oh, he might be able to catch the. Wait, is that Twitch on the other side or am I bluffing?
Yeah, he's on the other side of the
Yeah,
wall.
he is on the other side. We are going to see the Ying play come out here from Ollie. I forgot to mention that is a very huge operator indeed. We will see Boltan go down.
Plant going
Speaking
down
of,
here.
Plant is going down. Oh, Ollie will get one onto the cab, but Dokkan will get one onto Gremmy. Ollie missing quite a few shots here.
Yeah,
Would he-
diffuser down.
But that is huge play from Dokkan and Quavery. But nevertheless, Boltan will now be finished off, making it a 2v3. Will the Mysterons find... Sorry, that's Captain Scarlet Pun. I don't know why I'm bringing that one up. Fucking hell, I feel old. Nevertheless, we have the Oryx and the Thunderbird. Thunderbird making it 2 apiece as he finds one onto Spencer. That's the Osa down and out. They have Diffuser as well. This is looking very good for them indeed. As Ollie is very low indeed himself. And it's going to be all after pretty much Cheeky on the gridlock. Not an operator you see played that often anymore in comp. Very good gun. Decent ability. But nevertheless, I think those shots there from the Oryx might give away his position. But nevertheless, he will find the kill onto Cheeky. And he will find the second onto Ollie. Huge clutch from the Thunderbird and Oryx there. And we're going to see them facing map point here.
I have to note, it's like Ollie on the Ying upstairs. He has time. Time is not an issue for them. They've got a minute, which is loads of time when you're looking to execute something in a 2v2. He has 2 smokes in pocket and a drone in pocket. I'm not sure how Cheeky was sorted out utility wise on the gridlock, but when you have that much time, they really do have to kind of take that second to try utilize what utility they have left, particularly the drones. See, can they get information? I know a mute on the board will make that tricky, but yeah, I think just a bit of impatience. Impatience is probably harsh, but that's the only thing I can really call it at this point. A bit of impatience on the side of AGM, force them just into small mistakes like that, where there's just one piece of utility not being used, drones probably one thing not being checked. So we'll have to see, can they correct that, because it's not a problem we've experienced them seeing too much. But yeah, what can you do? It's just one of those situations. So
10 seconds to insert.
all AGM are going to return to vents or top floor. I can't actually tell. Okay,
Sorry.
There
Oh,
we go.
that hasn't helped you very much.
I got enough. I got enough information out of it.
But nevertheless, we are going to see it be 7-6 to VIP, and this is probably the best situation they've been in the whole game. Oh, Cheeky almost losing his life there to a buck. He could have ever so slowly walked in front of that window and would have lost his head. But nevertheless, he's going to fall back, and nevertheless, it became my favourite word today, it would seem. We'll see Andre spot out a drone there in office, and it does look like, I think Glitter Gunner has already reached the break room door. I do believe he's just stalling here. Gremmy will net the ace, though. That's huge there for the Jaeger, and I do believe that... Hold on 1 second. Glitter Gunner will find one onto Andre, though, as I'm fumbling again. That is a very big pick for the Osa. Played, again, so much better in this match. I say that, and Ollie will end his match, potentially, if this is indeed the last round of the map. But, we do see Spence, I think he's... Yeah, I stopped it. We do see Spence rotate with no foregrip, apparently. I hate this visual bug. Yeah. But no, he's going to opt to go back into sight. I do think the attackers... They are aware of Ollie still being located on the top floor. But Ollie will walk in front of the box angle. But he will get away. And he will be sat in archives now, stilling as much time as possible. They have a drone on him. They're going to have to execute this perfectly. But a C4 comes out from Cheeky and a nice shot from Ollie. This will all be down to Dokkan on the Nomad. This is going to be almost impossible for him to win. And no, it's not looking likely. We're going to go all the way to 7. Don't say rehost. Just we'll play the last round out. Fuck it. Fuck. Why? All I want to do is check scoreboard. Fuck. Oh, balls.
Ollie has paused the game for us.
Okay, I'm reconnecting. Sorry, stream. It does look like we had a bit of an error. They can, yeah, indeed, they are going to unpause it. We're going to see a bathroom tellers here for the last round of this map and potentially the series if AGM can pull through. We've seen a lot of Osa play here on Border. She's a bit of a newish operator. I understand that she's been played a couple times, but she is newish, so it's nice to see that she is getting fully utilised. Do appreciate that, Ollie, by the way. We are going to see, though, I believe that is, yes indeed, it is bathroom tellers come out here from the side of, almost said 7 AM again. My voice almost let me down once again. But no, it is the VIPs, the Benelux VIPs. Mirror, Dokkan opting with the Oryx that I believe he has favoured so heavily in this matchup. It doesn't look like there's going to be any repicks here from AGM. Maybe they feel comfortable with this lineup, or perhaps they just haven't got enough intel on the site, who knows. I do think the repick could be used just a little bit more from both teams.
As you said, that the Jackal being brought out.
Yeah, and they obviously are. Do I have a delay on? Hello. Is anybody in my bedroom? I'm not even in my bedroom, so that'd be kind of weird if they were waiting for me to go to sleep. But nevertheless, Maverick and Jackal are going to be brought here from AGM. Eating my words, it would seem. I think we might see a bit of a slightly different push here from AGM. I do believe they're going to opt for a potential Archives office push quite early on, which could eliminate the presence of Glitter Gunner and whoever this bitch is on the shotgun, Elias, my guy. Don't know why I called him a bitch. Sorry, Elias. That's my teammate. We're going to see a Gong 6 rush in there from Andre. And he is going to almost be found there by the metal player. He's going to lose half his HP there with no thinker on the board. He's not going to be getting that back anytime soon. Jackal scans will come out, though. And this does look like they have forced the presence of the two defenders down. However, Ilias will still be located in CC. Never mind. Every time I'm saying something, this bitch likes to change it. So do you know what? I'm going to shut up. Shane, take it away.
Yeah, that's, well, look, that's commentator's curse, I suppose. A bit of a reversal of that, maybe. You know, they curses so many people that sometimes we have to take the brunt of it as opposed to the players. Yeah, AGM just extending now their top floor presence, and that's unfortunate, but what can you do? AGM just extending their top floor presence now as they continue to set up down below. You can't rehost it, so minute 40.
No, that's an L. No, I wasn't checking. Yeah, I'm just... That is unfortunate for them. On match point and potentially series point, that could change the entire series. That one lag out could change the entire series. Now all they have to do is play man advantage. We might see Boltan peek here. No, indeed, he's going to play it safe. Make sure he doesn't lose that man advantage for his team himself. We might see a C4 come out here. We do, but it's not going to net much. Oh, he's going to net a little bit of damage, and Andre is going to lose a lot of his HP. 1 ADS gone. He's 2 ADS gone. That's both his nades gone. That is not looking good at all for him. But Plant will go down, however. Don't think they can do a whole lot to stop it. Oh, they trade. Glitter Gunner will find Cheeky, but Cheeky will find Dokkan. Boltan will find one. It's all left to Andre now in a 1v3 post-plant where he can't cover the bomb. He's going to jump in, and Mira is going to find him.
Unfortunate.
And they take the map. Oh, that lag out proving so vital. That is going to chalk AGM. And it's going to be 10:30 UK time. And we're going all the way to map 3, baby. You taste that? That's some close games. No, I'm joking. There's some apple juice. And Grammy returns to add insult to injury. Pain.
Look, what can you do?
When you sing out of tune, I'm gonna rehost.
Yeah.
About 1 million rehosts. Absolute elves. But what a game. We're going to map 3, baby. Oregon. Let's go.
Yeah, now we've seen a situation where both teams have kind of warmed up, and it's becoming less about getting comfortable in the match and see who has the longevity to go for those 3 maps. Obviously, established players on both teams, being around for quite a while. But is there a team you kind of favor? Or one team you favor more than the other in this third map going into this kind of late game? We've been playing Siege now for 2 hours pretty much straight. We're going into our third hour. So is there anyone you can kind of say will strive in that situation?
To be honest, I mean, this is quite close. I can't call it. I genuinely cannot call it, which is weird. But also, I want to know who's starting on attack on Oregon.
Okay, so to explain to everybody and to explain to you, Whiffy,
Thank you. Because
the way we work our decider maps is so on map 1 and map 2 in a best of 3 series. The team who picks the first map, the other team will pick what side they start on. So say AGM picked, Benelux picked the
Chalet.
Picked Chalet, and AGM picked which side they prefer to start on it, and vice versa is true for the second map. For the third map, it works slightly differently. What we do is we take the round difference from the first 2 maps, and the team with the higher round difference, so in this case AGM, obviously having won 7-2 in the first map, they will get to pick the starting side on the final map, and the other team, in this case obviously Benelux VIP, will get to pick what side they start on in overtime. So that's just a small overview as to how the system works. So it's the team with the better map difference across the 2 maps will get to pick the starting side, and in the event that the map difference is the same, so say it went 7-5, 7-5 in favor of 2 different teams, typically what we'll do is flip a coin for who gets to pick the starting side.
Right, so we have to do that right now, surely.
So, yeah, we will be doing that now.
Indeed we will.
So we will take a small break, I believe, Caitlin, and we'll be back momentarily.
Indeed we will. See you in a bit, guys. Okay. And we are back with the final map of this series. It's gone all the way to map 3 here on Oregon. So, yeah, absolute shocker here. Gremmy lags out on 7-7 last game. You think, does that change it? He's the Maverick. They had a Cade on a hatch they couldn't open. Yeah, it makes it very, very difficult for them indeed. We're going to see the first ban come out here. It will indeed be Flores here, banned out from the side of VIP here. What do you think of that, Shay?
Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, we see quite a
fuck.
bit. Mother of God, we see quite a bit to deal with the bunker holes that we are obviously omnipotent on Oregon defenses. So and Fink out of play as well. So we'll see all the hard breachers and all the denial in play apart from the floors, obviously. So the Flores being taken out of play is going to make the bunker quite a lot more difficult to deal with, and the Finka taking another set of nades off the board, being like the most present operator with nades aside from the Ayana will probably make the bunker clear a little bit tricky. How it will affect the other sites, I'm not too sure, but we'll see how it plays out, because we could see very one-dimensional pushes, which you can see at times on Oregon. Other times you get these kind of slightly more expansive roam clears and multi-directional pushers, which I prefer to see, because Oregon can get quite boring if it's just, you know, brute force through bunker, brute force through bunker, brute force through attic, brute force through bunker. You know, you can see that. Hopefully we can avoid it. It makes for some better siege, and I think it will suit the game a lot better. It's been very back and forth so far, but we will see into the final map. Will that change?
Yeah, sorry, I fell off my
Score
chair.
prediction. No, you're all good. Score prediction, Kevin?
I'm going to go 7-4 AGM.
7-4 AGM.
Yeah.
That seems to be. I think it will be told a lot out of this this first round, to see who will settle into the map more. Who. Stumbling over words now. It's getting late for all of us. Who will settle into the map more quickly, whether it will be the defensive side of AGM or the attacking side of Benelux. Obviously, makes sense to see AGM going to the basement side first, given the fact that they did ban out the Flores, which you have to imagine was specifically for this to deny some of the power of the attackers attacking this side. And that is a rehost, I believe.
Is it? They haven't called it. I can't lie. Well, they haven't called it.
Okay, so it's up to them. Yeah, that's fine.
That's
15 seconds. Yeah, play away. So time is on. So had they called it within the 15 seconds, that is the rule we go by. 15 seconds into the action phase where nobody has died. So is tend to be the rule we go by.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for them. I'm glad they didn't leave, assuming it could be allowed, because that would have caused them a bunch of problems. He has returned though, which is good for him. I do believe this is gonna blue screen. He's just got a blue screen. I actually hate Siege. You know, he's got the most problems of any game. I swear to fucking Christ, man. But look at all of the AGM players stacked on each other, man. They're all stacked on each other. This is gonna get crazy. Oh, who actually lagged out? What operator? Oh, I can't even tell.
I want to say it was the A's.
Oh, I hope it wasn't for their sake, otherwise that's a fucking loss. But nevertheless, we are going to see AGM doing a very big small tower. Well, a very big small tower. Nice.
I think they have adapted their push slightly, because they kind of did spawn on the construction side and have now rotated the visitors, hopefully to deal with the lack of the ace, I think. But a big pick for Dokkan there onto the hard breach, so there'll be no more walls opened up in this round, unless it is by the hand of the shotgun in the hands of the two British operators. Ilias and Dokkan are in control of.
We will see Glimmer gonna get one, but Cheeky will immediately find him. Cheeky will get a second, actually. This could open up the round slightly for AGM. This could be big indeed. I don't think they're aware of... oh no, I thought he was... Yeah, it is the Cade laying down. That is a big down there. If they're able to get that res, that could be quite big. But if not, then AGM have immediately equalised it. Thatcher will drop and get a bit kill hungry though, and it will be all left up to Ollie in a 1v3. Now, if anybody can do it, it is him. The C4 is procced. They haven't managed to get the res off. but I think they're going for it now. And Ollie is going to have to sit in the corner, and unfortunately, that is going to mean it's now going to be a 3v1. Actually, and another gas grenade on the diffuser. It's going to be very difficult for him to win this out here. I do believe he is just going to regroup his team. We see another disconnect. What is happening right now to the Siege servers? This is making me fucking jarred. Because I don't want the game to be ruined, because it's been a very good game. Hideas on the floor. We'll get a 2-piece on the round. And yeah, that's a very big round there from VIP.
Yeah, so just going to have a quick pause here with it. Yeah, now, look, in the situation they found themselves left in, I don't think I don't think there was any other alternative outcome for AGM. The shotgun in the hand of the smoke, prone on the floor, was denying any sort of swing onto the corridor. So, unfortunate. The lagging out happens to both sides. Some more impactful than others, but we can't be in control of all of them, I'm afraid. So, yeah, we will just have to move forward.
Yeah, indeed we will. This is not very fortunate at the moment. Yeah, taking the piss this.
So, I believe it is about that time of the night where we run another poll for the final map on Twitter. Or not Twitter, on Twitch, rather. So, we'll have to get another poll in. Obviously, you're going to see this about 2 minutes ago, as is the nature of the thing.
Yeah, this isn't going very well at the moment, but nevertheless, one round here for VIP. Unfortunately, the disconnect round that I probably factored in quite heavily again. AGM is getting quite unlucky here, to be fair. What the fuck? You see what Powers just said? Thank you. Nevertheless, I'm getting a bit bored now. Can we fucking... How long has he got with me? What? What's that about? I don't know what's going on here, guys, but nevertheless, Kids Dorms up next for VIP. Only opting for one hard breach though. I understand that they can AGM can repick.
Yeah, look, they have that flexibility now with the, I would say, since the launch of Operation
Health.
Demon Veil. I got it right eventually. Yeah, so I think we're ready to go. But it's not actually been, it's been, the recent launch is not so recent anymore. So we're quite a bit of ways into the season. And I think teams are getting to grips with utilising the new attacker repicks to the advantage, and I think that's something we want to see progress, hopefully further into the tournament. Obviously, we have 34 playoff games, all inclusive of the upper and lower bracket. So this is number 1 of 34, or something like this. 32, 33, 34, or 35 maybe, something in and around that number. So hopefully we see a development of the kind of the meta. Within obviously the meta is quite well defined, but in the tournament itself, I know things can play out slightly differently, adapting to other teams, and as the field narrows, with fewer and fewer teams being involved in the tournament, teams will start adapting to each other quite a lot more. And I think attacker repick will be quite central to that. Kids' Storm's defense here looks to be fairly standard from the side of Benelux. So we have the default setup here. And I think Smoke has extended the holes all the way across to the master wall. He has Little Pico. We all love Little Pico.
little picky. But yeah, Ubisoft seem to not like AGM in the slightest, as they are giving them blue screens left and right, which is not going well for them at all. We might see a nade kill here. No, not for AGM, as Ilias will move away from the nade hole. Very luckily, I don't think he actually heard the nade pull. I think he just moved away. We'll get the heals up. Thunderbird and... Oh no, never mind. Thinker is banned. You are correct. As I have an audio glitch, of course. We do see, however, the Valkyrie being allowed to be played. And that could be a very big intel operator indeed. Especially on Oregon, where she is so prevalent and strong. I think... Yeah, I do believe Ollie has got the breach now. It looks like AGM are doing what AGM always do and have the Twitch go big window like they used to do with Quick PP, I believe, when he was on the roster. So it looks like they haven't changed their tactic that much. I'm curious to see whether or not VIP know this, but Cheeky will open up the first pick onto the Valkyrie, looking below, I believe. Grammy will almost lose his life, but he will fall off the Kids Repel and will indeed get downed. And Ilias gets one. Spencer will get one, but immediately get refragged, and now it's all left to Ollie and Andre. I don't think, definitely not being able to get Grammy there, but it is a 2v2, making it a 1v2, as Andre gets Glitter Gunner. Andre might opt for the res now, but Jaeger will drop the diffuser. That's huge. Andre is going to have to go for the res now. If the Jaeger is aware of this down, which I don't believe he is, no, indeed, they will get it off, and it's going to be a 2v1. Grammy very low on HP, Andre half HP, Boltan full HP, and got the diffuser. Now, unless I don't believe there's any premeditated intel on Boltan, no, there indeed isn't, but Grammy will indeed drone it out. This could be big. Now, I assume AGM will know that Boltan will be playing diffuser. I think they might have spotted his gun barrel there. Indeed, they have spotted him entirely, and Andre is going to engage him now. Boltan is potentially going to swing on over. Shoots the Nomad charge. I believe they are going to pinch him here. But he will lose the gunfight, and that is a closeout there if you've ever seen one from Andre and Grammy. That is a very good coordinated closeout there.
Yeah, look, that's what we expect to see. AGM less affected by the roster changes. We talked about this at length before the match and during the first map. And that's really where we start to see, just in the latter stages, when the bullets start flying, who's actually going to be, who's just going to hold their composure a little bit more. And AGM didn't panic. 2v or I think it was 2v2 or 3v1 at that stage, and when the diffuser was dropped, didn't panic. Go get your teammate. You got a minute on the clock, and rotate back up, and drone it out, and then just pinch them together. And it seems so simple. It is. It's not a complex sequence of events, but it's being able to communicate that on the fly under the time pressure, and in the pressure of a match like this, where every round is now crucial in the final map of the best of three. So it was very well played by AGM. Oh, now we're going to see. I believe. Same side again, yes, I'm correct. Sorry. Mine was playing a few tricks on me there, but we're going to see the same side again. Setup looks to be quite similar. The feed holes are still there on the master wall by the bear. And there's no real difference in the setup of the side. Now, what we do see here is a bit of an extension downstairs, I believe.
Oh,
that's not good. So all those things I said about communication earlier. Yeah.
Speaking of communication, Boltan will get one onto Cheeky on, I believe, that is the Nomad. Oh, that's a pick you don't want to lose at all if you're the attackers. That's the entire flank watch. And I think we might see Glitter Gunner catch the Iana lacking here. Indeed, we will. Spencer being down by his teammate and finished off by Ilias, making it now a 2v5. Not looking good at all for AGM. That is not good for them, Shane. As we might see Grammy get one onto the Jaeger? No, indeed, the Jaeger wins it out. That is not something I would have expected there. And it looks like Ollie will have to deal with a 1v5 situation. Making it a 1v4? No, he won't even find the kill. That is a flawless round there from VIP. Big rounds indeed from the Benelux team with the one jump.
Yeah, look, it was just pick after pick after pick. There was no abundance of kills in sorry, there was an abundance of kills at the start of the round. And obviously in that situation with AGM, it makes it almost impossible to make a coherent attack onto the site when you're in 5v2 within 2 minutes left and you're just getting peeked from everywhere. It's one of those tricky situations that you hate to find yourselves in.
Yeah, not going well at all. Luck-wise for AGM, a lag out, a team down. Yes, not going great. Don't get me wrong, they probably could have still salvaged that round, but the lack of communication on the entries, but potentially all stemming from the fact that one of the droners was downed. So obviously he had to get rezzed, and in the meantime, a kill was found onto Cheeky. And that was the Nomad, which is, again, all the flank watch, and what that could have probably prevented is Glitter Gunner finding the pick onto Andre. And now, we're looking at VIP maybe starting some form of momentum here. We are going to see a blitz stuck by Ollie. Now, that's not something we get to see a lot.
No, we did see this on this exact site not too long ago in the European League. The blitz obviously hands in the Alamo of G2. Let's see, can he have the explosive? Now, they didn't win the round, but the blitz was as effective as you could imagine it would be in a losing round. So let's see if he has the same impact value here. And there you have it.
The Blitz Train will indeed find one kill onto Dokkan, but Boltan will find a double kill, and now Ollie will be lit to 1 HP and found by Cravery. And now this is not looking good at all for Gremmy and Cheeky, as they are both still outside the building. That was a half-assed rush, if you ask me, from AGM, and I can imagine the comms are fluttering with absolute craze right now. I do believe Gremmy will get swung by the Cade and will be found by the Cade. That is very unfortunate indeed, making it a 1v4. Could we face, yeah, almost another flawless round there from VIP, only losing one member in Dokkan as he was flashed and, well, ran over by a train, it would seem. But other than that, rush did not work out for AGM.
And I think that's what we have come to see with the blitz, to be when it's used in that way to do with the player on elbow, is it gets rid of the elbow player very effectively. But then once that elbow player is dead and the blitz has to now make a play onto sight or hold the angle, he's lacking the firepower, he's lacking the maneuverability, and it's just his impact on the round peters out almost instantaneously once that elbow player is dead. Which is unfortunate, and that's what we did see. We saw one kill out of the blitz with the guy on elbow, and then an immediate refrag by the Kaid.
Indeed, we do.
So I doubt we'll be seeing that again.
Drew Spark. Wow. Now that's a throwback. Oh my god, Drew. Jeez. That's throwing it back. My guy, Valorant coach now. Jeez. Okay, what? Wow, silver back.
5 seconds left before
So,
but nevertheless, we are going to see Meeting Kitchen here. Some teams opt to Kitchen Dining, some opt for Meeting Kitchen. So I don't know whether this is going to turn out in their favour or not, but with Wamai and Jaeger and Castle, there's going to be a lot of util to get rid of. No shields, however, which I assume AGM will be thankful for. They are not holding Big Tower, however. So I do believe this Big Tower push...
By the looks of
Wait, what was that?
Yeah, by the looks of things, it was kind of... They were going to, and then they decided against it. Or maybe that's just for the audio propagation. One or the other. Obviously, there's some destruction was made and then reinforced. Or it's one of the weird quirks of the Siege audio propagation system. You're probably all familiar, but if you're not, generally if there's a soft wall behind a reinforced wall and you blow away that soft wall with a shotgun or an impact nade, you will be able to the audio will come through the wall much more clearly. And very useful if you're bandit tricking or the like. As we see, Glitter gonna fall off very effectively here, and he's probably just gonna run straight flank around. Has a flurry of kills on the attic side. This is we have Andre holding the flank down below. Will he be able to pick up the Wamai? I doubt it.
Those bullets narrowly
Never
missing
punished.
the Jaeger and the Mute there, but a flurry of kills are going to come out, and the Jaeger will get caught lacking from the Gong 6 being used by Andre there, and it's 3v3 now after quite a quick flurry of kills, as you said, and this is going to be... well, I think the Mozzie has rotated back to Attic. Yes, indeed he has. That's a power position if I've ever seen one. We might see Glitter going to find one onto Ollie. Yes, indeed we do. He's very low on HP. We'll find a kill, and Ilias finds one. Andre will find the Attic player of the Mozzie, though. And now it's in a 1v2. This is still winnable for Andre as long as the defenders don't play across. If they do, I can't see how he's going to be able to win this. We will see an uncooked nade to mask the sound of his push-up. I don't know if they were aware of this. They might be. Oh, Ilias narrowly missing him there. I do believe the Wamai will know that he's there, but the Wamai will get found, but Ilias will immediately refrag his teammate. Very good individual play there from the Mute. I believe that might have been a 3k on the round for Ilias after the C4 pick. I'm pretty sure it was. But nevertheless, 4-1 so far from VIP. Looks like the 7 AM Oregon strats are coming out here, as I saw with the vertical holes.
Yeah, and look, that's it. It's one of those maps where the playbook tends to be deep, as there's not much room for kind of creativity on the fly. You have to be. It's one of those maps you have to be very structured in your play, particularly on the defense, just because it's so linear. Yeah, the attacks are going to come from one of three places depending on the site. So, and typically you'll have a very good idea of where that is a very short time into the round.
Look at the attacker repick coming out from AGM here. Huge difference.
I think were they in preparation for... I'm not sure though. I think that might just be for the sake of it. Maybe a bit late. Oh no, sorry. Yeah. So they have been expecting... Well, no, they couldn't have been. I'm struggling to kind of justify the repicks because they can't have been expecting bottom floors. It's still locked away after winning it prior to the meeting round. So that had kind of a good guess that it was either going to be the kitchen side or top floor. Maybe just a bit lazy in the pick phase. That's alright. That's one way to use it. There's no correct way of using the new features, so you use them as you see fit. We're once again seeing this similar now. It hasn't failed them yet. I did it on one occasion. They're 1 for 1 here on top floor defense, and the setup hasn't changed all that much. But we do see a man lurking in the small tower, and he's going to fall off.
That scared Ollie there a little bit. I saw him 180 on that window as fast as he could.
Yeah, to deal with it, likely they were aware of the consistent push onto the big window by AGM, and tried to deal with that, but unsuccessful, as within the first 30 seconds he has to fall off the angle. So either very good ears or very good intel on the side of Ollie, or for the side of Ollie there.
I do believe this.
Let's see.
Yeah, this round might stall out a little bit here for AGM, as they haven't yet entered bedroom, even though there's no player in armory. This is a big misplay in my opinion, and I think lack of drone intel. I think the Mute Jammers might be clutching up here.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you see the Mute Jammers.
Boltan on the flank yet again up main stairs. If this isn't read by the attackers, again, this could be huge, and it might not be, because I think Andre is actually watching holes here. I do believe Boltan might catch him lacking. Oh, I don't know if either of them are aware of the presence here. I think they might walk around each other. No, Jaeger will find the Iana. That's a huge pick there from Boltan. Ilias almost losing his life close breach, but nevertheless will fall back, as nevertheless creeps back into my vocabulary arsenal yet again. Valkyrie will get found though by AGM Ollie after the engagement earlier, where the Valkyrie did shit Ollie up a little bit. He will now net the kill later on in the round, but Boltan will get a second onto Gremmy. He will let the Ace crouch walk in, but Glitter will get Spencer after he finds Dokkan. Now it's going to be on the Nomad and the Zoph. After the breach being opened, that's not too bad losing the Ace there. But that's not going to be very ideal, because I believe that's the bomb down in the middle of sight. That's not good at all. The Valkyrie cam's probably providing quite a lot of intel here. Boltan will almost lose his life there, as we see the Zofia probably going to start to walk into concrete now, as Nomad is located on the main breach as well, which... No, Nomad has doubled up here. This might be the play with Ollie, and the Jaeger will get downed, but Ilias will find the Nomad. And a drop shot comes out, but it won't win it out. 5-1. 5-1!
Yeah, I think they just... we had this briefly mentioned this prior to this match, was some teams get settled into the game very quickly, they get up and running. However, there are some teams who, while they do take that bit longer, as we saw that with the 7-2 victory on the first map of Chalet to AGM, some teams do just have that longevity, that staying power to consistently, or not consistently, but to still be able to perform at a high level into the third hour, fourth hour, depending on what it is. Obviously, we're on about, what are we now with? About 3.5 hours in?
2 and 40.
2 and 40, yeah. So, well, quite a while. We've been playing Siege pretty much consistently for all that time, so these players, the brain just does start to go a little bit. Obviously, you're not as focused as you would have, or you probably aren't as focused as you would have been in the first map. But there's some teams just have that edge, where they just have a battle hardened, as we'd call it, veterans. They just have that. They're able to stick around and perform at a high level for longer. So that could be what we're seeing here. Alternatively, we could just see a better Benelux on Oregon, which is quite true. I just saw something raised there by Drew, just asking, is the on console Siege, is Oregon still massively defender sided? Well, Drew, we have some statistics here. We have played Oregon 7 times in the group stage. I'm not sure how many maps there was collectively, but Oregon was won 53% of the time by defenders. Rounds on Oregon was won 53%, so it's slightly defender sided, not a large margin, still significant, but it's statistically a defender sided map, yes, but not by a large amount.
This is not looking good though for AGM. They were almost.
No,
I would probably said they were favourites going into this map after the previous 2 performances, winning the first map so comfortably and the second map going to potentially probably a lag out, which might have chalked their mental for this game. I certainly would have chalked my mental, but we can't help that. They can't help that. It's just very unfortunate timing, if you ask me.
Yeah, and all they can do now is try to perform at their best with this situation they're being given. Obviously, all hope is not lost until the fat lady sings. And while she's starting to warm up the vocal cords, she hasn't quite started her performance yet. As I see a lot of stairway control here from the side of AGM, just denying possibly that push. If they can swing, and that's just going to be a fraction too far to the right, I believe. He didn't do any damage on the Twitch on the 90.
Ooh, Jaeger almost finding the head there, I believe, of the Jackal. I kind of do want to see AGM come back here because it would be nice to see it go to overtime again. I understand our heads won't want to deal with that. Ollie will find one of the Dokkan after Glitter finding one on to Cheeky. We might see a nade come out here to try and nade Spencer, but he will indeed rotate back. That's very close indeed. Thunderbird will light the Jackal up and in fact down the Jackal, and they will find the Jackal. That is a huge pick there, making it a 3v4. Now, I believe that's Boltan on the backstairs with the fuser. Oh, he almost found the Melusi there. Unfortunately, he went for the jiggle rather than the swing, and that might have cost them the whole round. Because now they are still staring down the battle. The 2v4 now, as Spencer gets another one. And Thunderbird gets the second, so now it's all left to Bolton in a 1v4. I mean, he is having an absolute stormer of a game, but I don't even think this is possible for him. He is going to be jiggling with Spencer on the stairs, and no, Spencer will play huge. I think that was a triple kill on the round for Spencer, as they had active intel on him, or maybe they just had a yellow pin come out. And there you go, nice shot there, making it 5-2. Are we going to see AGM claw this back here, Shane?
Yeah, well, look, they don't really have a choice. That's what they're going to have to do if they want to extend their run in the upper bracket. Obviously, if you lose one match in the upper bracket, that's you done. You have to fight your way through the slightly more long and arduous lower bracket. But yeah, they very easily could. They do have the capability to do what Benelux did on their defensive half, to take 5 rounds from the attackers. It is a map, Oregon is a map where if the attackers get bogged down, kind of get frustrated, act a little bit on tilt, that they can just have that snowball effect. We did talk about this at length at Jolly as well. I think we're repeating ourselves quite a bit, but I think it's because it's relevant. That if they let themselves lose the first round, the second or the third round of their attacking phase, that could very quickly become the 4th, 5th and 6th round. And that is obviously if AGM keep the pressure up and keep kind of trying to push for that victory. Because obviously, one round will seal regulation for Benelux and force them to overtime at the worst case scenario from a Benelux perspective. So I think AGM are going to have to fight as hard as they can for every single round up until we get to that 5-5 mark, and then it's going to be even footing again. But this round will be quite critical in how the game progresses.
Indeed, it will. We will see. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good site, but it's an off site, and I don't know how that'll allow AGM to flourish or not. But we are going to see a very big tower presence here. I believe every single player, yeah, indeed they are, with the exception of Glitter Gunner, who's going to rotate to Bunker to potentially cut off the flank. We are going to see the main breach be open in front of Spencer. That is one of the most risky things I've ever seen. He was still making the holes after the breach was blown. And Andre will find the first pick onto the Boltan, and he'll find the second. How has he managed to rotate into Big Tower? What the fuck? I don't know how he's managed to do that. He must have pressed up on the attic holes. But nevertheless, that might have just won the round there.
Yeah, well, it's taken the big tower control right out of the hands of Benelux and the attackers. And it's put them in a very precarious situation because they don't really have the manpower to clear the man out of T2 without pulling everyone out from other sides of the map, as you see them being dragged all around the place by the defenders who are just going loose. But that is a big pick onto Grammy, who was holding the stage area, but we see an immediate refrag by the Mute, who is still causing problems on these tower stairs.
Indeed he is. He's played here 2 rounds in a row, and he is loving it there. I don't know whether they know that there is no player basement. I'm almost sure they don't, as they are still surfing. Oh, never mind. Spencer has rotated back down. Oh, the Hibana could get caught lacking here. Yes, indeed, I think she will. No, Spencer will indeed just put his gun at his hip. And Dokkan will find one as well. Oh, are we going to see the drop shot? No, we're not, as Dokkan is left in a very precarious situation. I think precarious might be the wrong word there, but in a 1v2 with 25 HP, as I'm having hiccups due to me rushing my bloody dinner. I mean, this is going to be pretty unwinnable for him, no, because he's going to have to make noise with the thermite charge. He's almost going to have to run in with his thermite charge. If he only has 25 seconds, if he rotates now, they'll know. So it's not looking good for him at all.
I think the only piece of salvation he's going to have is that drone that he set up by the breach. If he runs that in and then makes a bucket for the middle of the site, he might have some chance. Now, he could be very sneaky and try to put a plant down here, but I think he'll be spotted out by Andre on the Thunderbird, and he will seal out the round. So, like you said, with the off-site, seemed pretty comfortable for, obviously, after that huge playing bait tower. They seemed to close it down pretty well, AGM did, so it's given them a lot of momentum as they get to go back to what you can argue is the strongest side in Kid Storms, and take their defense there. So unless 7AM, or not 7AM, I've done it again. Unless Benelux can break through this, it will be very, very dicey. If you imagine a 5-4 situation, you have that one map or one round lead. It's the most dangerous lead in the game, because in the space of 2 rounds, it could be all over for you.
Indeed, it could. I mean, look, we're gonna see the repick here. Maybe the repick. I'm not too sure. But top floor, after an amazing individual flank there from Andre, or not even a flank, just a push up through the own hole that VIP just didn't seem to be watching, and it just won the round out completely because it slowed them down. It separated their entire team. They had 3 people isolated. My battery is low, and I can't charge it with this headset in, so that's not going to be very fucking good. But nevertheless, AGM seem to be clawing back a comeback here. Shane, here on Oregon, making it 5-3. It is defender-sided, don't get me wrong. Is it that defender-sided that the attackers can't win 2 rounds?
Well, look, I don't even think I don't think the objective of the attackers is now to win 2 rounds. I think if they get 1, I think that could be game, set, match. Just because it takes all the momentum knowing that instead of having to win 3 more rounds on the defense, that they will have to win as many as 5. But playing very dangerously, and he will get picked out. think was that Andre downstairs in the lobby peeking the door?
Yes,
yeah,
it was
indeed.
Yeah.
Well, they do. In fairness to them, they do have to make plays. They do have to get picks, but maybe not so early and in such a low percentage play, to use a sports term, sports term, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think it's admirable but not advisable with the phrase I use.
Indeed. It does look like that pick will be huge, though, as that is a C4 and the main flanker and main lobby off the board. Cheeky will almost find the head there, I think, of the Twitch of Ilias. Yes, indeed it was, but not quite. I think Spencer is going to get flashed out here. C4 comes out, but it's not going to net the kill onto Dokkan. Instead, going to net a couple hits of damage, but not enough. And now it's going to be 1 minute 40 left. This is not looking good for AGM. Losing that pick and not really being able to equalize it yet. But then again, the side of VIP haven't really pushed up yet, so they are stalling it relatively well. The breach hit actually impact tricked, correct me if I'm wrong there, which is huge from Gremmy. As you've just moaned in my ear, don't turn me on.
Oh, sorry.
We are going to see Spencer and Ollie get flashed here, but we could see Ollie find a kill. No, Ollie will get naded. Don't know if they know that Spencer is located tight there, but Gremmy will be found by Ilias. This could be huge trigger discipline from Spencer. He will get one. Can he get the second? No, it doesn't seem he can just yet. Jaeger's going to swing onto the bottom white player and find him, though. That's huge. And Spencer will get the second. It's a 2v2 now. Can Cheeky stay alive long enough for Spencer to help him? I don't know if he can. Yeah, it does seem like he can. The Ace main breach hasn't been able to find a kill. Spencer with a triple kill on the round here. He's coming huge and alive right now. And Cheeky has located himself back to the main breach. It's all on to Boltan in a 1v2. Can he do it? This will be a huge round to win. No, he finds Cheeky. That's a huge pick, but being on 1 HP, all Spencer has to do is flick him, and he wins the round. Is he going to swing? He is, and he's going to get the 4K. Spencer with a huge round.
Huge round from Spencer.
Huge individual play.
That could have just saved AGM's chances in this game. It looked all said and done in a 5v2, and then he just came alive in the pit defense, and he picked up everybody. And even when Cheeky missed some of the shots, Spencer was there to clean up the remainder. So they will get now, and this is what you were fearing. This was worst case scenario if you're on Benelux. You're looking saying, oh god, it's 5-4 and they get to go to Laundry. They get to defend Laundry, and if they win it, it's 5-5. Suddenly that advantage that you've held for the entire match is gone, and you're playing from 0-0 again. The difference is, this time you only have to get to 2. So I think this is a must-win round for Benelux, because the momentum will just be too great in the favour of AGM if they manage to take this round. And it's not going to be easy. Like I said, that basement defense, if they play correctly, can just be incredibly difficult to break through in enough time to secure a round win.
Hold on 1 second.
10 seconds to insertion.
Hold on one second. The inner Man City fan might be coming out. Hold on. Oh my god. So it looks like we're signing out in Holland. Sorry. Getting excited.
So just in case you thought there was more interesting stuff going on tonight, apparently there is. Wifey's mind seems to be elsewhere.
No, sorry. I'll stop.
5-4. We have had a 5. We're
My phone is popping up.
Brilliant series.
Don't.
That as intense a game as it can be, and Wifey is on flash score. So
Blow me.
there you go.
Blow me.
So 2:35 left on the clock. 45 seconds. Just getting a position from the sides of the attackers. We've seen the bunker door opened and nobody playing outside it. So if they're expecting a late rotate there, or the push is going to come from elsewhere. As it seems they're aiming to get control of lobby here. If Glitter and the sledge of
give me 2
Quaver
seconds.
work together.
Thank you for the raid in Bloody Dinza. I do appreciate it. Spencer almost getting found by Boltan holding his rotate there. Sorry to cut you off, Shane. Do please continue.
No, you're fine. It's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, that's a big pick. That's a big pick. Now, is he aware of the man playing behind him? I don't think he is. However, they can just go straight for side here.
hold on a minute.
He's positioning could be left.
Oh, wait, what? How the fuck? Hold on a minute. What is going on? Why were there 2 players? Oh no, this is not going well for AGM at all. AGM Ollie is going to have to come out big here. He does find one. He does find... I was about to say he does find 2. No, that's not on a clone. I got baited more than the defenders there did. That is unfortunate. Gremmy's going to have to come up big with a flank here. but I do believe surely the attackers are expecting it. No.
It will be now.
They will definitely be now, and no, that does not go well for him at all. Meaning Ollie is in a 4v1, or 1v4, properly said, and this is not going to go well for the smoke, I don't think. But they have a minute left. They can use a lot of time to drone his ass, as we are getting a fat lag spike, as for some reason my PlayStation hates me.
I imagine what we're not going to see here is a trickle one by one by a Benelux. I don't think they'll. I think they'll be slightly more disciplined than that and wait for the flank as they're now starting to get in position.
Oh, what a beautiful shot though from Ollie. Can he find the second? No, he's going to sprint into the hallway. And Glitter Gunner, very big round from him, making up for that Chalet game, which was quite poor from him. And it's going to be 6-4, staring down the barrel of series point after being down so many times in this series. Are we going to see VIP close out here?
Yeah, like I said it before, I think it's tough to see a situation where they don't close it out. So it's going to be tricky from AGM. Now, if they pull it out, it'll be the greatest series we've had, or it'll be the greatest match we've had this tournament. But yeah, they're going to have to battle hard. Now, they do have to defend. They are going to elect to defend the basement again, I should say. Sorry. Hopefully, I think they just got a bit. I think they got a bit too brave, unnecessarily spread out in the early parts of that previous round. So I think they're just gonna have to play a little bit more tight, a little bit more disciplined, and I don't know, how would you say it? Take more caution into engaging in gunfights, because there seems to be a lot of just peeking for the sake of it almost. If you look at the engagement on Z corridor, does he need to swing it at that point? Probably not. So they just have to be slightly more disciplined, as I think the Yana of Elias will need sunglasses to see the camera. But
I thought for some reason I thought it was Fink. I was like, fucking hell, she's getting fast. I do believe that I think they're going to opt for more of a bunker heavy strat here. Don't make me eat my words. Okay, never mind. I thought they were both going to double rotate up after I fucking said that. We might see Andre engage quite early on here onto the Habana. This could be huge if he finds a pick. Oh, he almost finds it, but he is going to rotate back down. Not worth losing his life there. Now, surely they know Spencer's favourite place will be right on those stairs. If used if they paid attention, and if I can stop stuttering on the word if, then we might see some util burn here, and Spencer will get naded out. But if not, this could be big. As I've seen DJ Dave say, Man United is the best team in England. Chill, Big Daddy. We're not going to get into that right now. 6-4, 150 left. This could be a very big round.
yeah, I think they have been successful in preserving their life for a lot longer in this round, obviously. But I think he's going to have to be very brave here on the smoke, and I think he is going to need a pick, if not one, maybe two. I have to imagine he's going to fall off after that. Yeah, there we go. So, 125 left, and the attack has stalled. They do have full top floor control and are making their way into bunker. However, they will need to make some headway on it, because with the minute and 15 left on the clock, that time could burn away on them very, very quickly if they're not efficient in their droning and entry, as the smoke is causing them problems here. Now, no smoke canisters left in the pocket, which means he will have no more free stall available to him, as the first pick there is huge onto the Thatcher of the attackers, so that's going to cause a few problems, as we see a refrag immediately, and then another one. So we've all to do here from the side of Benelux, and it will be when and where do they choose to do it. They're still quite spread out. We're going to look at a hatch drop and a swing from bunker at the same time, as well as from the back stairs. So if they coordinate this right, they may be able to find one or two free picks as players are looking in the other direction, as Andre just seals the kill with the nitro. So
oh no, Jaeger's allowed to escape there from Dokkan. That's a big misplay there from the Mavericks. His teammate almost shoots him, and this round is falling apart now. Dokkan gets one. Can he get the second? Yes, he can, but he can't get the third. And Chicky will lock it out after being able to escape from the Maverick on the hatch. Huge round from AGM. Are we staring down OT? Are we doing it? Are we going all the way to map 3 OT? This has been so close.
What are we looking at here? I think the last time we saw this site attacked, by Benelux, they were unsuccessful, I believe, from the clutch by Spencer with the SMG-11 in the hands of the Mute, if I am correct. So if we see that repeat itself again here, we will be looking at overtime in our final map. But you have to imagine that it is do or die time, quite literally, for Team 7am, as I think they won't fancy their chances in an overtime situation, as we see them utilising the attacker repick once again. But yeah, it's going to be tricky. It is going to be tricky.
I can't lie. 83 viewers in here. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been an absolutely astounding match. Is this going to be the end, or are we going to see a couple more rounds here? It is 11:30 GMT. Don't say it. Don't say it, Shane. Don't say it, Shane.
Nope. No comment.
Thank you. We're going to see Andre located in Big Tower here. This could be a massive play here from the Thunderbird. He has been playing a bit like a rat. I know he won't take offense into that. And it's been catching VIP off guard a little bit here. This could be a huge time waste. If they don't drone him out properly, this could be a very big time waste indeed. But they are going to start droning now. The question is he going to be allowed to rotate out of here? Oh, I thought the drone would have missed him then. That would have been huge. That would have been so huge. We are going to see him predict the Maverick almost perfectly. And he's
did a shuffle down. I think he heard him.
Yeah, I think he did. And he's going to waste the time. He's going to waste so much time, actually, as I've accidentally clicked off him. I do apologise. They're going to start to coordinate on him, and they are probably going to start nading him. Maverick has 2 nades. I wouldn't be surprised if one comes out very shortly. He's stalling so well right now. That's 1 nade that's missed, but he will move into the Maverick's pathing, and that is unfortunate for him, and that will be the good pick there for Glitter. He's, like I said, turning it around here. Oh, Spencer narrowly missing the feet there of the Nomad, I want to say, of Dokkan. That was unfortunate for him. And it does look like we're going to see Gremmy. Is he AFK? No, he's probably waiting for the impact trick. We are going to see the Jaeger lit up a little bit in Trophy, and he is going to swing back on. But he's going to fall back. He's going to opt that he thinks maybe being alive late round could be very big indeed. Spencer is still alive, and as you know, the last time they defended this site, he came up huge. If Gremmy gets away with the impact trick here, oh, he impact tricked them all. Oh, no. He misses the second impact, though. Oh, that's a huge misplay. That could be so big. Has the breach open fully? No. Oh, let me quickly check. Oh, no, it hasn't. I don't think that's enough.
No, that's not vaultable.
That is not vaultable.
With a minute left on the clock, and another big pick from Glitch as a refrag comes out.
Oh, this is not. Oh, shit, it's a 1v4. All of a sudden, Shane. All of a sudden, Grammy's got it all to do. This is not going to go well. He gets 1, but no. They do it. VIP do it.
Oh, Lord.
No way. That came out of nowhere.
Kill up with the kills. Yeah.
What the fuck?
1v4.
Oh my god.
And we criticised them. We criticised them in the first map on Chalet for missing those gunfights continuously. And then they did pick it up on the second map, but it still left something to be desired as it went all the way, alright? Third map. You can look 14, 11, 11, right? The amount of kills, the amount of gunfights that were being won was insane. It was absolutely insane, and every gunfight seemed to be going the way of Team Benelux there. Now AGM put up as much of a fight as they could in their defense. They could not have done anything more. There was 1 or 2 misplays there, but that's what happens in a best of 3 when you're playing for hours and hours on end. When we see all 3 maps, all the whips, 7-5 and the like, you're going to see mistakes, and then it's the teams who persevere into the latter stages of those games who come out on top, and that's what we saw with Benelux today. They started very poorly. Don't get me wrong, like, I'll be the first person to say they were shockingly bad on Chalet. They were losing gunfights, there was no communication, miscoordination, but then they picked themselves up on map 2, they made it a game, and then on map 3 they had that staying power. They were just that little bit fresher, they were a little bit more confident in their ability to play for that length of time, it seemed like, than AGM, and they closed out the match. So you can't but congratulations to the two teams. AGM put up a massive fight. Benelux just took it out on the end. So I think the adequate response is GG. Well played.
Yeah, agreed.
So, Cathan, 2-1 to AGM was our general consensus, pretty much.
Yeah.
How wrong we were. We didn't expect to see a series like that to tumble and turn in the way that did. So, the VIP of Benelux will face Team Disco Pogo in the next round of the upper bracket finals. Now, that won't be for about a week. That'll be in the next... there's another round to be played before that. And AGM will be relegated to the lower of the bracket for the remainder of the playoffs. They will have to play, I think it's 3 or 4 more games in order to make that coveted grand final slot. And their first obstacle in that conquest will be Amnestic Esport in the first round of the lower bracket. Now, you may think that's all the action we have for you tonight, and you'll be correct, but we are back tomorrow night. And tomorrow night we will see the French juggernauts of FC Fouillidou take on Miss Input and their newly reformed roster in kind of at the same boat as Benelux. Will the roster changes benefit them in the same way they did Benelux tonight? Who knows? We'll find out tomorrow. Eagle will be taking that game, and I believe we're scheduled for a 8 o'clock start time, British Standard Time. So it's Eagle and Padge who will be joining you tomorrow. So I don't think, unless you have anything else to add, Wiffy, that will be me and you for tonight.
Yeah, it will indeed. Congrats to both teams. There was an ad that went off at 1v1 at 7-7. I hate my life. Oh, I'm going to disable them from now on. I can't be asked.
Yeah, what can you do? Stop refreshing the page.
Yeah, it is what it is. GG's to both teams. That was an amazing series. We are going to see both teams still in action. I believe, was it?
Yes.
What's it called?
Just been through it.
Yeah, you've just been through it. Yeah, my mind was blank. But then again, well, I mean, I can't lie. That was a very good performance from both teams. We got a bit unlucky there with the lag out, but it is what it is. So we will see you guys later. Ciao, ciao for now.